all to the K.O.E Nation, and it's Christmasville, K.O.E, and yes, it is Christmas, K.O.E Nation. How are we all doing, all you beautiful people? Let me make sure you're... Yes, you are getting every beautiful, sweet, soft summer, and in this case, winter solstice time sounds that are my voice. How are we all doing, all you beautiful people out there at the K.O.E Nation? I hope this finds all of you happy, healthy, much the wiser. We're going to have ourselves a little Christmas shindig and celebration here. Hey, kiddo. Kiddo's working on some embroidery stuff, so I decided I'm going to come live with all you beautiful people with all the varying Christmas stuff that's been dropping lately with me, Tony, Chicken, and some stuff from the past as well. And I figured we would open it up with something utterly apropos. For those of you who know the song, sing it along at home. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child, holy infant so tender and mild. Sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in heavenly peace. Silent night, holy night, shepherds quake at the sight. Glory stream from heaven afar. Heavenly hosts sing Alleluia. Christ the Savior is born. Christ the Savior is born. Silent night, holy night, Son of God, love's pure light, radiant beams from thy holy face. With the dawn of redeeming grace, Jesus, Lord, at thy birth. Jesus, Lord, at thy birth. Folks, welcome to this Christmas spectacular extravaganza. I hope this finds you so happy, so healthy, and much the wiser from last year's Christmas extravaganza. And I'm so glad to be with all of you beautiful people. Now, I know this is the night after Christmas, this is the night of Christmas, but I feel this is an utterly apropos beginning to this particular stream, and that was my reading of, just a few short days ago, the night before Christmas. So yes, folks, this Christmas extravaganza, let's get into it. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled, all snug in their beds, with visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief, and I in my cap, had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap. When out of the lawn there rose such a clatter, I sprang from the bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters, threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave the luster of midday to objects below, when what to my wondering eye should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer, with a little old driver, so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be St. Nick. More rapid than eagles, his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donder and Blitzen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away all. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they met with an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with the sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling, I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney came St. Nicholas, came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opened his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his temples how merry, his cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held in his teeth, the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying his finger the side of his nose and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim ere he drove out of sight, "Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night." Merry Christmas, all y'all. Merry Christmas indeed. Yes, and so that was my reading of "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." So how are we doing, all you beautiful people? It's Christmas. It's beautiful, glorious Christmas time. We celebrate the birth of our Lord. It's a beautiful, glorious time to be alive on the planet Earth. So how are we doing, all you beautiful people out there? Folks, let me know in the comments how your Christmas has been going. I would love to hear about it. I've had a spectacular Christmas. I got to have a bunch of wonderful time with my daughter, and also I got to give a very special gift to somebody that means a lot to me. I know she's gonna like it a lot. She likes it a lot. No, I already gave it to her, and she really enjoyed it. And we'll get into that maybe a little later. Oh, Wes J. Ryan, Merry Christmas, sir. Merry Christmas. And in fact, you're going to be featured here very, very shortly here, sir, because in this little Christmas spectacular, I got to show people the gift exchange we did. I kind of have to. I'm obligated at this point. Like, am I wrong here, chicken? Let me know. But yeah, we're going to get to that real soon here. In fact, I'm going to open up this bottle of sherry that I have been just agonizing over as to when I'm finally going to open it. And then I think we're going to get into this. Wes Jaron, I'm flattered. Well, as you should be, sir. Obviously. But yeah, we're going to get deep into the different varying Christmas celebrations. I'm going to try to find last year's gift exchange too. That's going to take me a minute though. We'll just kind of see how the night goes, folks. West Aaron, sure you don't want. Actually, I left everything at Tony's. I still got to go pick that up because I just didn't want to have all these extra things weighing me down. Yeah, that's right. That's it. But yeah, the barrel's also at Tony's house. It's got water in it now because you're supposed to leave water in it for 2 weeks before you put anything in it. And we'll get into that. But I think Howard Hooch, that Nebraska corn whiskey, is going to be my first. But without further ado, folks, you have indeed arrived at this particular review of Pedro Jimenez Garcia Montella Dulce. This is Spanish sherry, cost about $20, And I am a lover of sherry, but sherry is really hit or miss depending on who you get it. Now, Pedro Jimenez, you know you're getting some good stuff. It's just a matter of how sweet and dry it's going to be. Oh, that was good. Oh, that smells delish. I'm kind of a sherry lover, especially like I love whiskeys aged in sherry, but I'm also just kind of one of them snobs that'll just drink me some sherry. So very, very sweet on the nose. Marvelous, marvelous stuff here. Well, Slanjava. Well, I'm getting cherry more than anything else, which is fascinating. Oh, that's cherries and brownies. That's delicious. That is absolutely delicious. And that is a perfect way, with deliciousness, there's deliciousness that needs to be talked about here. And that is with Phil K.O.E, Tony G, and Chicken with our annual Christmas gift exchange. This got pretty funny. Okay. We started shooting the shit, started giving each other a lot of hard times. Like, there was a couple of pretty good gags and all this, folks. So this is worth sticking around no matter what you think. That and the mystery of what gifts we're going to give each other, that also gets answered here. But this is a pretty good one, folks. This is one of my favorite videos I've made in a long time. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Welcome, one and all, to the.
I'm actually a little annoyed that worked as well as it did without even saying we were going to do
that. Yeah, it just happened. Sorry, folks. Yeah. Welcome, one and all, to the K.O.E Nation. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. God bless every last one of you, folks. It is glorious, glorious Christmas Day, and we are here to celebrate amongst you've celebrated with family, and now it's time to get together with friends here, folks, because we have a yearly tradition here at the K.O.E Nation, a tradition that one I want to keep going for as long as at least two of the three of us are still walking around, and that is the yearly gift exchange. And so it started off as just kind of like silly things that we kind of gave each other jokingly. And then it kind of started snowballing. And it's kind of kept snowballing.
And now it's a thing.
And yeah, now it's a thing. And it's like, I'm kind of a little worried every year walking into this, like what's going to happen. And now this is also the year where there's another tradition that happens. It's the year that I find out what gin I'm probably going to be drinking for the rest of the year. So this is definitely.
God, thank God you reminded me, because I almost forgot about that.
Oh, thanks.
Holy shit.
Yeah, you did, didn't you?
Almost, but thanks.
Good job. Thanks.
Boy, you would have gotten out of here without a bottle. I'm not kidding. I forgot that was over there. Shit.
Beautiful.
So
cell phone.
So folks,
self-own, not cell phone.
So folks, as you can see,
where's your phone?
In my pocket.
This season is always bitter sweet. Oh God. So
should we just rip that Band-Aid off first, since that you already ruined it?
Well, no.
Let's say that for last. Now the audience
that can't be the last.
No.
Okay.
We're gonna kick it off.
We're gonna start off with our gifts for Tony.
Oh God.
Then we're gonna go to Chicken, and then we'll go to me. So
all right.
So Tony G, we're gonna start off with something that Chicken and I got for you.
Okay.
Like, I got this very early in the year, and I've sat on it for a very long time, and you have no idea how difficult this was for me to not screw the pooch. And I've alluded to it a few different times in ways that you don't even know.
Oh no.
And I've edited those out throughout the year, so and I'm going to put them right here. But folks,
because these are both honest to God, just so good.
It's a little foreshadowing. There's more 101 in the future, folks. You will see.
There is.
So folks, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But folks, as I've been.
Oh wow.
Now,
wow.
Tony, This is a bottle that you didn't even know how much you wanted.
Oh shit! All right, all right.
Give this a shot. So, as you can see, my expert wrapping ability.
It's even my own box.
Yes.
All right. It's in a box. A
Yep,
box
yep.
in a box.
Just and now.
Oh fuck me running. Oh god. God.
You gotta show the camera. They don't know what it is.
I don't
yet.
care. They don't have to know.
It's Wild Turkey 10112.
Oh my god. Oh. I'm speechless.
When I went to go, like, here's what.
Oh my god.
When I went to go get the Brenheim barrel proof, that's when I got this. So that's like back in March.
Holy shit. You
So-
found this in a store?
No, I had to find this.
Holy
okay?
crap.
I had to, like in college, I had to meet a guy. Okay, like it was
Don't tell us any more about that story, Phil.
Yeah.
because they don't import this in the United States.
Oh my god.
So people have to go internationally, bring it back, and then that's the only way that you can get it here stateside.
Oh my! I'm speechless. You went above and beyond, gentlemen. I'm
Well,
in awe. Thank you so very much.
I don't know about above and beyond. 'cause
Holy crap!
Tony,
I'm glad you like it. See,
I do. I
Tony,
I'll tear up.
this has been probably
Oh,
one of the tougher years
oh god.
in our conjoined relationship.
Oh god.
I've been a little extra of a dick this year.
no, what? I don't believe you, chicken. Oh, what? Oh, sorry. Was I holstering that one a little hard?
There may have been days where I could feel Tony reaching through Messenger to punch me in the dick a few times. So to try to make up for the extra dickiness,
Oh fuck.
Got you another.
Even wrapped.
and my wife wrapped it. Thanks, Mrs.
and it's
Chicken.
a beautiful wrap job. I've never seen anything better. With string and everything.
Yeah, she twined
oh
it.
my
and everything.
god.
Actual fucking ribbon. She
Wow.
went all out.
Jesus. All right.
She made it so you can't open it. You
Yeah.
need a knife.
Nope. It pulls off the side like a thong.
Giggity.
Okay. I'll set that off the side. It's very pretty. Might want to reuse it. Okay. Try not to ruin the.
How Midwesterners open Christmas.
Yes,
presents.
yes. Got to save the
You might
paper.
want to reuse that.
Yeah. You never know. Oh, fuck me. Oh my god, gentlemen.
So yeah,
Redbreast PX. Oh, fuck. My cup runneth over.
Yeah, that's sort of chicken's like, I'm sorry.
I'm
But
sorry.
also,
I'm-
just Merry Christmas tea.
Oh my
You
god.
got
I'm
Redbreast PX and Wild Turkey 12. And
I promise I won't blend these. And we'll be drinking these.
This was as hard to keep a
You have
secret
no
from
idea.
you as when me and your wife were conspiring to let you know we were going to the Royal Rumble. Like, this was tough.
Oh man, this is a bottle I've actually had to hold myself away from buying.
Yeah, when I saw
Yeah.
that
You know,
one,
I was holding this, and you know how my buffet at the house has
Yeah.
those two side wood doors. That's where I was keeping this. You almost I'm like, no, Tony, don't go in there. You
Okay.
don't need nothing in there. You just you look elsewhere. 'Cause, yeah, the minute you're like, we're reviewing this right now, like no, you gotta
Oh.
wait like another half year.
so the history with Irish whiskey and Tony,
Oh.
like I found Red Spot, and then I found Blue Spot,
Oh my god!
and I
he's
bought them,
just-
and I didn't give them to him because I'm an asshole.
Well, no, you just had a great run.
I was
there.
having quite a run.
Yeah, you had an awesome run.
And I found this PX sherry cask in another bottle, and I posted it for these guys. I was like, wow, which one should I get? Because I really couldn't afford both of them because Jesus Christ, sometimes it's a bit much.
Indeed.
And Tony's like, well, I'd go with the PX. And I was like, okay, he just picked it out for himself and he doesn't even know it yet. Oh, I had to grab it
Oh.
because
So
My God, gentlemen,
Merry Christmas to you.
thank you so very much.
sir.
We'll hug later and then do stuff off camera that you won't get to see.
yeah, that's
Well,
that's
you can pay
exclusive
for it.
OnlyFans content.
You can
okay?
pay.
I seriously, gentlemen, thank you so much. This is incredible.
I kind of figured you were. So now, Tony,
Yeah.
now we shift
Holy
to
crap.
Tony, your good friend Chicken, who's, he's been
Extra.
They're through and through.
So this is one I'm excited to give you, but not as excited as the next thing. But let's start off with this because this is one I have a feeling once you realize what it is, you'd be like, motherfucker, you son of a bitch.
It's gonna take a minute.
Oh, fucking sweet.
I
Buffalo Trace kosher.
Phil doesn't even know this, but I actually talked to you about this
Yep,
bottle
I
and
do
then told
remember
you,
that.
oh, golly, I can't even get a hold of it. That's a shame. But
Is
being a Buffalo Trace aficionado such as yourself, I figured this was only as
I'm drinking out of
appropriate.
my favorite cup.
This was one I didn't expect to ever be able to come by to get, but man, when it finally got the chance, like, yeah, this has gotta come home to one of us. And I figured this was
Beautiful.
appropriate.
That's
is
fucking
gorgeous.
awesome. The rye recipe Buffalo Trace kosher.
Now, chicken,
That is gorgeous.
I want you to remember that Redbreast PX Sherry cask when we give you this next gift here.
I do.
Am I gonna want to take it back?
No, I
No, because
yes,
a little, but at the same time,
a little.
a little, but at the same time, I feel like you are narcissistic as much as we are to a certain degree, to the point where you might actually love this too. So,
I probably will.
without further ado, I'm going to need you to go ahead and earmuff your eyes.
Yep. All right. Oh no. Oh no.
Phil, why don't you just hold that real quick
Oh God.
for the camera?
Can the camera see it?
Yep, the camera could see it. All right, go ahead.
That's fucking amazing. I haven't seen the full This is fucking great. It's going above my bed. My wife's gonna hate it. I love it.
When your wife gets home, yeah, have this above the bed.
Right above the head.
Yeah, it's moving to the man cave real quick. But yeah, when she gets home, honey, no, you just sit downstairs and you just wait. What the fuck? Oh, yeah.
That is fucking amazing.
I didn't even know. Like, I'm just dicking around, like, oh yeah, this works so well. Like, Phil, I have an idea.
Hold on, there's a glare. Let me get it closer to the screen there. So, it's so fucking tall. Like, it's huge.
Yeah, you gotta put this over your fucking.
Yeah. My wife is gonna be so fucking lost tomorrow when I come home. She's gonna be like, "What the fuck is this?" It's the Mona chicken.
It worked too well.
It's the Mona chicken. Yeah.
When I got done making that, I'm like, oh God, what have I done?
My eyes are so beautiful. It's okay, sweetheart. It's okay.
Oh God, that's fantastic.
Outdid yourselves, gentlemen. That was fucking beautiful. I love that.
And then that's the point where the kid, until you go, all right, that's it. Like, oh. All right.
All right, since I forgot to grab this earlier.
You know me too well that you made that you're a narcissist like we are. You're gonna probably love this. Yeah, I fucking love that.
I love that your first thought is I'm putting this above my bed. I'm like, yeah, do that before the wife gets home. Just wait. Like, dude, record that on your phone. Make it TikTok.
Yeah,
like,
we might have to.
The fuck?
She's gonna fucking hate me.
Well, Phil, since you alluded to it.
Oh no. No.
Oh yes.
No, you son of a.
You had to have one bottle, and I figured nothing but the best, but Phil K.O.E. Private stock gin finished in a bourbon cask, since you are a bourbon lover. There it is.
Bourbon gin. What
Gin
could go
bourbon.
wrong?
Like, you're moving up.
That's all we got.
Fuck you.
That was Phil's Joker moment, where it's like everything.
The world's about to burn.
Like, Gin finish in a bourbon cask. That'd be great. Just, like, guys,
I mean,
I must say from the bottom of my heart, you really shouldn't. Okay,
no,
like you really should.
somebody had to drink it.
All right.
All right.
But drink this instead, and I think you'll feel better.
Okay, man.
I hope. This is for pain. I hope this is for pleasure.
Okay. That is ridiculous. What? Why? You guys can really stop this
No,
tradition at
that
a time?
has
No,
to
that's a
continue.
thing now.
It's just a thing.
Kind of like this is a thing. Like that's
This
a
is
thing now.
I
a
almost forgot
box.
about that
Hey,
goddamn bottle.
nice.
I cannot believe I almost forgot about the gin bottle. Thank
It's
you for
curtain
reminding me.
rod twisted cage fight. Hey,
Yay!
thank you. Just like I always wanted.
Now you can hang a curtain behind you at your bar when you're making videos, so the light's not glaring through your
Ooh.
shades. Yeah, that's
Not a
that.
bad idea.
That works.
Interesting.
I'm quietly critiquing K.O.E Nation videos.
Hells yeah. Heaven's Door 10-year, motherfuckers. Thank you.
I think that'll be.
That'll probably be an entrance into the tournament.
Yeah, that was kind of my thinking. I think this is going to be
Probably,
one of
yeah.
those
Fuck
bottles
yeah.
that does
Okay.
very well.
Okay. I was just looking at one of these at the liquor store the other day thinking, maybe, but no. So, gentlemen, thank you.
Well, if it's not exactly to your liking and you want to change it a bit, this might help with that.
But wait, there's more.
Oh, you sons of bitches. Oh, you double sons of bitches. Oh, fuck. Lord Phil, K.O.E Nation. That's what it says right there on the front of the barrel. And it's got it's literally what they call it, the bung hole.
I've been waiting for him to say bunghole
Yeah.
all night.
Yep, it's got a literal bung hole here. Oh, gentlemen.
And it works. I run some water through it to make sure it didn't leak. It does work, and it is ready for aging. Now,
Oh, gentlemen.
I don't know what we want to try to age first, but
Something. I don't know
probably not that.
why. No.
But-
Anything.
He'll love it then.
I mean, if you want it double finished in an oak barrel, I was thinking maybe one of those like cheap bourbons that we didn't like.
There's a few of them.
Yeah, you've got several that we didn't love. I figured, this is a
You know
great
what,
gentlemen?
opportunity to change
This
that.
is marvelous.
I figured this would look really nice on the bar.
I was about to say, on the bar for presentation purposes, this is going
Yeah,
right
We
there.
should get some of those little white dog, Buffalo Trace white dogs.
God,
I've
that's
got the weed
exactly
in
what
my
I was
house
thinking.
right now. I was thinking about doing that. But
Yeah,
probably
that.
I like that as is. So
I do
I
too.
don't know. Like that's
just we'll have to get more.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
so, gentlemen. Something that says Lord Phil and K.O.E Nation on it, like
You can't go wrong.
it's like
Yeah.
you know me. It's
Yeah.
like you know me. It's like, well, okay. Does it involve Phil in some way? And that's all you need. Guys, this is great. I got me an entrant in the well, we'll have to review it first.
Okay.
But we've got interestingly
I
enough.
think it's.
I think that's
mash
gonna
bill on
be
the side over here. too.
Surprisingly delicious.
Over 20% rye in the mash bill, non-charcoal mellow. This bourbon is unlike anything you've ever had from Tennessee before because it's really bourbon, Tony.
It is Tennessee bourbon,
It
like
is
all the other
Tennessee
Tennessee
bourbon,
whiskey,
straight bourbon whiskey, which you will not find on a bottle of Jack Daniels, strangely enough.
Oh,
because
no.
they were too afraid
So
to
it's like,
admit it
oh,
on the
shit.
label.
Oh, no.
Like,
for some
ah,
reason.
great. We have
Wait,
to.
is Die Hard a Christmas movie? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, damn it! I was hoping to fucking
No.
change the subject and make
No.
a different argument.
No. Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Jack Daniels is not bourbon. These are both facts.
Well, you were half right. Then you ruined it.
Oh, so you don't think Die Hard's a
I
Christmas
know
movie.
it's a
Weird.
Christmas movie.
So, folks, this very Merry Christmas. Also, let us know in the comments what you think. Is Jack Daniels bourbon or not? It's not. So, folks, God bless every last one of you. Thank
They're
you for
cute
joining
together.
us.
You have no idea how hard it was not to immediately send that out. Like, what, I was like, oh my God, Phil. Look, I have an idea and I just want to share it, but I can't. It has to
But,
wait.
ladies and gentlemen, all that being said, gentlemen, thank you. This is
Yes,
fucking
Absolutely.
yes. Thank you. I'm blown away,
Yeah.
gentlemen. You've
And folks,
outdone yourselves.
I hope all of you at home have a very Merry Christmas. And let me just say, folks,
We're here by the Yuletide Christmas tree and/or fireplace and/or sleigh bells and/or Santa's
whatever we
workshop,
put back there,
whatever
but
happens
folks,
to be there.
all through the night, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
Yeah, I am not letting the wife know about that. She has to work Monday morning. I am gonna. Dude, I should put it on the fireplace. Like, I should get
Yes.
my big fucking 12-foot ladder and like hang it way up high on the fireplace.
Oh God.
See, my son will be like,
Oh, you have to
Dad?
fucking video that. Oh my God.
even Riker will be like, the fuck, Dad?
You have to video that.
Dad,
Oh, sweet Jesus.
And then it's gonna be in every goddamn background I ever do from now on.
I wish I had the
so
list of what was
Tony,
in that.
is there anything else you want to review tonight?
We don't have anything left to review.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, there's nothing we
Yeah,
can
I
possibly
don't think there's
of.
anything else.
Maybe it was really
It's
off-putting.
pretty funny when you're like, yeah, and this is all we got you, Phil.
Yeah.
Yep, that's it.
That's
Good
it.
night.
All that being said,
On the
should have been the one like just like the saddest. All that being said, all that being said, zoom up, single tear.
On the 5th day of Christmas.
Well, you guys had me fucking worried.
Fucking right.
You guys had me worried on that one. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, what the fuck could this be?
We found your long lost illegitimate child.
Yeah.
Say hello.
She's beautiful.
All right, I'm gonna hit the record button.
Oh, that was a really fun time with Tony and Chicken, the fellas. And actually, folks, I did find, it took me some looking, but I did find last year's gift exchange. So I want you to keep that in mind, what I got Chicken in particular, what me and Tony got Chicken in particular this year, because that's gonna play a part a little later. But before we get into that, folks, I hope just all you're just having a beautiful, beautiful Christmas. This sherry. Gosh, I gotta say, on a sherry, I'm giving it a 4 stars. Just beautiful, just gorgeous. As a Spanish wine, again, 4 stars. This cost me $20, and I'm definitely going to be getting more. And so, folks, that has been my impromptu review of Pedro Menez Garcia, product of Spain. God bless all y'all. Travel well. Don't worry, I can edit that all together. It'll be great. It'll be great. It'll be great. Now, I found the other gift exchange, folks, and we're going to get into that right now because I want to. You know, I mean, it is my show. But this was from last year's Big Buck and Empire episode, Fare Thee Well 2022. So without further ado, let's get right into it.
Fucking Empire gift exchange, and we did this just a couple of nights ago. This was pre-recorded. It's not too terribly long, but we wanted to play it for you, the live viewers, on an episode. And of course, the gift exchange itself will be on all the various platforms if you want to go back and rewatch. So this is fantastic. So I'm going to pull this up here real quick. Hopefully you can see and hear this. I'll ask you once I get going.
Alrighty. Get us to full screen there.
I'm going.
Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas here at the K.O.E. Nation, folks. I am your King of Extreme, Phil K.O.E., the man of the hour, the man with the power, the man that makes the other podcast cower. You can, of course, find me at K.O.E. Nation on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. And I am joined by my very merry broadcast partners, the one, the only,
Your Big Buck and Emperor Chicken. Oh, I am excited for tonight.
and also
the Blend Master, the 14-time Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast champion, quadruple distilled non-chill filter, Tony fucking G, welcoming you not just to the KOE Nation, but also the Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast and Big Bucking Empire, the Dog and Chicken Shack.
And you're welcome for being festive.
Yes.
I mean, we are just nothing if not the most festive bunch of assholes
Sons of
this
bitches.
side of the
Now,
fucking
folks,
Mississippi.
we are here for the Big Bucking Empire, Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast, and KOE Nation Christmas time gift exchange, folks. I mean, it's the reason for the season. Now, this might be coming a day or two late, but, you know, hey, I'm also the prince and potentate of punctuality. And
That is so true.
yes, at least I show up on the day. So, anyways,
Sometimes.
let's get into this official.
Nose getting longer.
It is. It's weird.
Let's get into this official gift exchange. So, Tony, will you reach down to that bag there and let's get Chicken a gift for Christmas? So, sir, you are a lover of certain whiskeys.
Certain whisky.
You like peated scotches. Is this correct?
This is correct.
So, first, I'm going to show you. I got you a Masters Collection compass box of 3 different 50 milliliters Peat Master, the Spice Tree, and the Spinnard, or the Spanner. So there's that. Oop. Almost knocked that over. The Blenders Collection, Glasgow Blend, the Orchard House, and Hedonism. And these are
Hedonism just sounds awesome.
Hell yeah.
these are Scotch whiskeys for you to try and maybe even review.
Maybe
But
you'll see those
most
on KOE
importantly,
Nation, folks.
the main event, Chicken, one you've been looking all over for,
Oh my God, yes.
Jura Superstition.
This is my favorite Scotch of all time, which I can no longer find. Every liquor store I go to quit selling it.
I bought that bottle over 2 years ago, and I was thinking, when am I ever going to get into it? And Chicken's like, I want this Jura Superstition. Like,
I've gone through several bottles of it. I'm on my last bottle, and there's only like that much left. I've literally not been drinking it because
you don't.
I don't want to ever run out. So now I can drink some Jura. Oh yeah, thanks, fellas.
Merry Christmas.
Yes.
Absolutely, thank you, sir. Boom.
So,
I'll get you later, buddy. Oh yeah, yeah.
oh,
There
no,
we
no,
go.
no.
Yeah, Joe Biden rubbing on.
Ah,
More so than normal.
ew. Ew. All righty. Well, Chicken, enjoy your Merry Scotchmas.
I absolutely. I'm excited to crack these open. Again, check it out, KOE Nation. We'll get some. Did you upload my the smoky? What was the swampy?
Kyle Ela, I just edited
yeah.
that the other day, and Chicken, we need to have an intervention on your shaky camera shots. Like one constant held camera shot, just Chicken can't do it.
Phil
It's-
really hates it. I almost do it on purpose now.
no,
I love it.
I love it too.
I
don't encourage him.
Action makes the
So
viewer
more to come.
watch.
Oh yeah, there's different camera
Yeah.
angles. You get to see it move around, and when I go like this, when I'm tasting it, then the camera like, makes you dizzy. It's fucking fun. It's a great time.
Yeah, the only thing I can do is like put one of my graphics on it, so you got something to concentrate on that
Yeah.
doesn't move all over the
Yeah,
place.
don't drink
It's
while
great.
watching. Drink responsibly all times, but yeah,
So,
be careful.
Chicken, I'm looking forward to seeing T's.
We're doing that one last.
All right.
So Tony, get Phil's out.
All right, Phil.
Oh,
I almost forgot to mention. Sorry, there's supposed to be something else in that bag, Chicken. It didn't show up, but it's coming.
show the camera.
It's fucking.
Hey there, Basement Surge, the great Basement Surge. How are we doing? Glad to see you for this little Christmas party here. I'm just kind of having a chill night and just kind of having some fun. I hope this finds you well up in the Northeast, sir. God bless you. We're actually under a winter storm advisory for the next 2 days, so the kiddo's working on an embroidery project while I'm podcasting with all you beautiful people. Figured, what the hey, why not? And I just got done with this year's gift exchange, and now I'm getting into last year's gift exchange. Before me, Tony, and Chicken have quite the discussion on what's going down, or what our favorite Christmas memories are as adults and as children. Well, Thank you much. And in the new year, I'm gonna have a chat with you and yours, if you will, about all the varying books and promotional things that are that you've done and are able to be done. So I'm quite curious about all that. DIY publishing is like having a published book, or like how do you promote comics and that kind of stuff. Like these are all fascinating questions to me, sir. So in the future, we will have to see. But moving onward and upward for this not Christmas Eve, but evening of Christmas, we're going to get a little deeper into last year's gift exchange. And then I got some other treats for all y'all. Don't worry. This is going to be a fun full night.
Any of the West.
Any of you. I mean, I know you're just jealous as
That's
hell.
awesome.
When we saw that online, I'm like, I got to get him that. And then it didn't show up. So
That's beautiful.
it's coming. It
I'm
will
gonna be
make it.
drinking out of that on stream.
You could put Jura Superstition in
Oh,
that. Oh,
wow.
yeah.
and then watch Alyssa Milano tweet.
Should we get the other thing?
No.
Oh, come on, Phil.
So,
Oh dear God.
All right, Phil. This is twofold. First, I want to present to you something very special, near and dear to your heart.
I swear to God, this is a bottle of gin.
It is! It's Brickway Distillery, Nebraska's own Brickway Premium Midwestern Gin.
Woo! Yeah, Phil's been begging us to get him a
Oh,
bottle.
when
gin.
I saw another Nebraska gin, I thought, who better to appreciate this
Guys,
than when Phil K.O.E.
I know too much.
no,
I know.
guys, really, you shouldn't have. Like, really.
Say no more.
Oh, gosh. Well, thank you, gentlemen. Thank
Well,
you.
the real present is in here.
Oh, you son of a bitch! Oh, motherfucker! Oh, my God. The Dalmore, aged 14 years, matured in American white oak and Pedro Marinez sherry casks. The one Dalmore I don't have in my collection.
Like V1. True. I know.
And now
How
this,
you doing?
I got it. Oh, son of a
It's
bitch.
funny because you were sitting right there asking me because I got that old Granddad 114 off the same website, and you're like, "Oh, why didn't you get?" I'm like, well, I don't want to tell you where we found it, so I'm not gonna say shit. You're like, have you had any luck finding Dalmore 14? Nope. Meanwhile, it's sitting over in the in the cabinet.
Son of a biscuit. Well done. Thank you, guys.
Indeed.
Oh, my God. That is huge. That is
it'd be wonderful.
amazing.
Be tremendous.
Oh, that's the
We
best.
had several different ideas, and then Tony called one day. He was like, "Dude, I just found Dalmore 14." I'm like, "Fucking get it! Let's
Yeah.
go! Let's go! Yeah, get it!"
It had to be done.
Well done. Well done. Well, now, chicken.
Yes,
This is one that I've been waiting to.
this is a big deal.
This is one I've been waiting to bestow. Me and Chicken have been plotting and planning this one since the summer.
Okay, there's no sounds coming from it.
Oh shit! I forgot to punch air holes in the
Oh
box.
God, is it dead? All right.
Oh no!
What have you done?
Well, it's well, we forgot to punch air holes. That's what we did.
Okay. All right. It is a white box. I think I recognize the box.
You may have given me. This
Oh
box
my
once.
God.
It is what.
No. Oh my God. Oh my God. It is a custom RXW Heavyweight Championship of the World. It's beautiful. Oh my God, it's beautiful. Thank you, gentlemen. It's beautiful.
Hang on, let me get out from the middle.
Why?
Of
You
this.
don't want to be in the
No,
sandwich? Oh my God.
no.
Oh my God.
I even kept the plastic on.
Oh.
I didn't even take any pictures with it and be a dick.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's beautiful.
Take the plastic off, T.
Yes. Oh God.
It's only right.
Oh.
Unless it's gonna be like a 40-minute process.
Well, it might
No,
be a
okay.
40-minute process.
No, it looks like
No,
it's
no,
pretty
it's good.
straightforward.
Oh. Oh my God. It's beautiful.
The RXW title.
With the buzz saws and all.
Okay. Oh, it's a Christmas miracle. Tony Two Belts lives.
Yes, my tribal chief. Yes, my tribal chief.
This
Oh my
is
God.
beautiful,
The
gentlemen.
Revolutionary
Oh my
Wrestling
God.
Podcast Championship, and now
Oh,
the
I'm
RXW.
loving the side plates.
Yep.
The fucking RXW was.
Yeah,
God
remember
damn
those, man.
Oh my god, that's amazing. Thank you.
They did a good job.
Oh,
That's awesome. They did awesome. Yeah, this
Yep.
turned out great.
I like the belt strap a lot.
the
This is-
camo's beautiful. Oh, this is amazing. Thank you, gentlemen, very much. Oh, it's amazing. So now in 2023, when I lose the belt, like right away, I'll at least have something to hold on to.
yeah, you'll still have like. I gotta say, damn, that is still pretty thick.
Yeah, for sure.
Like this,
Yeah.
these old ones you could beat someone
Yeah.
to death with. This one's still pretty thick.
No, yeah, undisputed belts makes quality product.
Yep. So the Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast Championship, which you can find Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast on YouTube and Spotify. But Tony,
Oh my god, I'm
the
blinding.
Revolution,
I'm blinding
Yeah,
the,
that thing is
the
is
audience
shiny.
right now.
the Revolutionary Extreme Wrestling Championship belt. I had you send me a sketch of what you kind of had planned up for if you would ever get one made. I sent that to Chicken, and we got it okayed. And now the RXW title rides again, T. It's back.
It's back.
It's back, baby.
I'll give some credit to the folks at Undisputed Belts too, because like I just kind of like did some paint and took like kind of Tony's idea and like threw some images on there, and I was like, "Can you do anything like this?" And then they sent me back the design with all that, and so I
That's
just had a
beautiful.
couple edits to make. I was like, "Hey, do this,
Yep, show
add
the
this,
folks at
add
home."
this," and they did a great job.
Reverse pod side plates, the RXW buzz beautiful main plates. Very there we go. Very reflective. You can see the camera. And of course, Big Buck and Empire on the side. Oh, this is gorgeous, fellas. Thank you very much. Oh,
Now the bigger question is, when we leave tonight, are you ever going to take that off your shoulder?
no, I'm already trying to figure out how I'm going to do the Shawn Michaels Playgirl pose with it. So
That's to be expected.
Yeah,
So,
check out his OnlyFans.
so
subscribe
folks,
to OnlyFans.
as we're known to say around here, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Gentlemen, you really outdid yourself with this one. Thank
So
you.
did you.
What do you mean with this
The gin, obviously.
And also,
one? Folks,
Jim.
we'll see you live on Big Buck and Empire where
For the
Phil
review.
gets to crack and review.
That's going to be amazing.
Premium Midwestern Gin is when you think
Premium Midwestern
Gin.
gin.
Because when you-
Never have three
Gin.
words coexisted so spectacularly.
because when you think gin,
Do you remember
You
when
think
Phil
Midwest.
was like in the chat room and he was like, "Guys, Brickway just came out with the gin."
He was so excited.
And we were
Shit
like,
himself twice.
we were like, "Shit,
It's
man, where are
amazing.
we gonna find it?"
Just-
now,
I had to
I was
search the
about to say-
valleys.
now, granted, it's probably going to be a hell of a lot better than Beefeater and
Well,
Tango
I would
Ray,
freaking hope.
but we will
Well, as much
see.
as you've been ranting and raving
Yeah.
And Chicken, this is just a little something because I figured you'll enjoy this. Because
Yeah.
there's some peat, there's some sweet, there's all kinds of stuff all over it. And I knew I haven't seen a bottle of Superstition
I've
in a
looked.
year and a half
Been a while.
myself.
I've been
so-
looking online too. You cannot find
Yeah,
it.
the bottles are beautiful.
Yeah, these
and
are-
they
wow,
have
yeah,
like
they
really
are,
weird, really weird art. But I like it.
Cool imagery on there.
But yeah, T.
What the hell
This
is
amazing.
Yeah, I kind of figured you might enjoy it.
Turn the fan off, kiddo.
And yeah, the camo was like something we wanted to do to our belt since time immemorial.
Yeah, that was one of the things.
Yep.
Save that one. Phil, after the design came back, that was one of the things. Phil's like, all of that with a camo. That
Yeah,
was the last request Phil had. It was like,
Yep.
love it.
Oh,
We need a camo belt.
it's gorgeous.
I kind of figured you might like
It's tremendous.
Tony. Are you gonna sleep with that tonight?
Yes.
I
Yes, I am.
can't begrudge.
Yes, I
I
am.
can't begrudge. Yeah, it's just beautiful looking bottles. And you know what, guys? Since you did talk about, I gotta pull it out.
Whoa. Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
That.
Excuse me while I whip this out. Cancel.
It's
It's the best.
We canceled Christmas in one night.
So
Yes.
it's 43.8% alcohol by volume, even.
Some of the higher
Yeah.
going. Usually they're 40, aren't they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
usually about 40. Not many
Oh,
get much higher than that.
God Almighty.
That one's gonna be nice. This one is 14 years.
Sherry cask.
It's
Well, yeah. Pedro Menez, Sherry.
yep,
Pedro.
matured in American white oak, and Pedro Jimenez Shorty.
Wow. 14-year-old Dalmore. Folks, expect that review to be coming sooner rather than later.
Indeed.
But Tony, you're like
Still blinding the camera.
I was about to say you're shining
I
like
know. I'm trying not to.
oh gosh, what was the Liam Neeson as Zeus? Like, yes, look at me. Look at how much I just for some reason Zeus is now Scottish. Look at how shiny I am.
Like Dr. Manhattan.
Yep. So folks, Merry Christmas to all. To all a good night. God bless every last one of you, and may you and yours have yourself a great Christmas, a marvelous holiday, and I hope all of you make it back here to KOE Nation, Big Bucket Empire, Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast, happy, healthy, much the wiser. Merry Christmas, y'all!
I'm trying to blind him one
We
more
the ones
time.
pose?
There it is.
Yeah. And the other belt.
Oops.
That was awesome. That was awesome. So, folks, that was last year's gift exchange. So you can, in your mind, juxtapose that to this year's gift exchange. And now that's going to be referenced many, many times over in what's to come. Now, what I'm about to show you, I can't show all of it to you. There's some that I'm going to have to be a little careful because towards the end of this, the jokes get a bit risque, I think would be the proper term for it. Risque. Yes, yes. So we will see how deep we can actually get into this episode. But this starts off with some great Christmas memories between yours truly, Tony G, and Chicken. So I think without further ado, we should get right into it, which is episode 199, the 2023 Christmas special. So, folks, let's get right into this.
Want to set
And
the
Merry Christmas to all y'all.
world on fire.
Listen to that beautiful
I
voice.
just want to start
Who could
a
that be?
flame
You're watching the Dog and Chicken Show.
in your
Like, share, subscribe.
That's right. It's time for the Dog and Chicken Show.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 199 of the Dog and Chicken Show. It's gonna be epic. It's gonna be festive.
You could even say it's going to be gold.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, I am Chicken, of course. Find me at Bark and Cluck on the X or Twitter, whatever the fuck you guys want to call it. And as always, at my side, the man, the myth, the legend, one who makes cowboy hats and Hawaiian shirts sexy again.
The 15-time Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast champion, non-chill filtered, quadruple distilled, the blend master himself, Tony fucking G. And you can find me on all the socials and all the podcasts at Linktree/Tony the Rod. All one word, all lowercase. And of course, in the middle, on the bottom, our bottom bitch, the one, the only,
The man of the hour, the man with the power, the man that makes the other podcast cower, the prince and potentate of the political parlance, the lord of the Scottish Highlands, and one damn handsome man, if I do say so myself, your King of Extreme, Phil K.O.E. Folks, you can, of course, find me at KOE Nation on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, and Twitter. That's K as in King. O as in, oh my God. You can find KOE Nation on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, and Twitter. E as in extremely happy to know you can find KOE Nation on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, and Twitter. Yes, folks, KOE Nation. Very on brand. So, gentlemen.
Okay, we got there. Holy shit.
Yeah, I was like,
No, I got some more self-promotion.
Anyway.
You can also find us at Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast on YouTube and
That's a good
Spotify,
one.
and Hazard Analysis on YouTube.
Yeah.
And there's also this other weird show like Audacity of Fuck Off or something like that. I don't know.
Close enough.
Like, yeah, something like that.
Okay.
And yes,
You want to show some other people's shit.
once in a while, I do make some appearances on like Lethe Water Stream. I should be making some more appearances on the Crucible the next year. So yeah, it's let's see.
One time I did write a article when I was in 4th grade that got published in the local newspaper.
So anyway, folks, this is
Thank
our
you.
pre-Christmas special, episode 199.
Jesus.
As you can see, we've all been able to do our annual or biannual or triannual, depends on the year.
We're deep into it at this point.
Yeah.
Gift exchange.
Mhm.
So yes,
A
we're
few spoilers may be inbound. We don't know.
yeah, maybe not. We'll see how the night goes.
That's beautiful. So
My expectations are high with
For- for what?
all the warnings I've gotten from these fellas all night.
Okay. Yes.
My butthole's still intact, so
In due time, you don't need to look a gift horse in the mouth. You don't need to put the cart before the horse. I'm specifically making horsecock references to give you a fair warning what's about to come. I'm just saying.
come.
Trojan horse, come. Yes.
Yeah. Anyway,
Steed.
thanks
I
for
feel
tuning
like I
in.
should not be sitting where I am between these two.
Oh no, you were in the perfect place, sir.
You're the cream of this Oreo.
Or you will be.
Well, you're gonna be.
All that being said.
Yes. It's not,
Join
the,
us on
not the first
OnlyFans.
time he's gotten sad tonight.
Yeah, I know.
It's true.
So
Won't be the last.
God,
Anyway, we're gonna get right into it. I have a couple of and we're gonna do drink reviews and we're just gonna fuck off. And
gonna
eventually this thing's gonna get so out of goddamn control we don't
Yep.
know what's gonna be planned. So
folks, pour yourself a drink. Get ready
Buckle
to
up.
have a good time because we're gonna get into it. So, Chicken, you seem to have something on your mind.
First question. We'll all go
Yes.
through. We'll all go through. Yes or guess?
Yes.
Yes. What was your favorite Christmas present ever?
Oh,
Tell us that story.
oh man.
I already know the.
But by all means, because I'm gonna need a minute.
Okay,
Man, that's
you
tough.
guys, y'all remember a certain member of the RXW by the name of N-Line.
Yes,
Mhm.
of course.
Remember him?
Yep.
He was kind of our tech guru before Chicken really came into his own as a tech guru. Okay. He always had the better system than me. He was always just a little bit ahead of me, and he had a little bit better computer. He always had he had the Super Nintendo when I had the Nintendo. He always was one step ahead of me in terms of gaming. But then one year, my mom and dad, they really came through and they got us the Nintendo 64 the year it came. And they literally, it was a connection they had of a guy that dad knew in high school that worked in this place in Colorado. He literally had to drive out to Colorado to get this fucking thing. He got that. He got Super Mario 64 and he got GoldenEye 007. And that was like, holy mother of mackerel. And there was one other game. I can't remember which one it was, but it was like a jet ski game. That was like a
Okay.
racing game that we played that thing endlessly. And we that was just like the one time I was like, whoa, mom and dad really came through on this one. Like, what the fuck? And that was the one time Endline just could not conceal his jealousy. He was like, oh my God, how can this be? Like, he was hitting up his mom and dad for like every day for weeks, get me a Nintendo 60 because he just couldn't stand that I was one step and so that was one time I'll never forget. And me and my brothers are playing Mario 64 because we'd never seen anything like that. Okay, like a truly three-dimensional experience in an open world that is active whether you're there or not. I know that seems kind of passe by today's standards.
It was revolutionary at the
It
time.
was
Wow, yeah.
remember we were used to the 2D Mario.
Jump and hit a brick.
Yeah.
That was the Mario we grew up with. And so I know for the kids these days, open world, not like handcrafted open worlds is kind of like the rule of the day, but this was a new thing that changed gaming. And also the controls for Mario in that game still really haven't been matched. Like
No.
just how responsive and how intuitive it was.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
That's
Did you ever get the 120 stars? on Mario 64, to where you could fly in the opening screen before, like when you had that open
No,
world.
never made it there. Never made it there
That was like one of my favorite accomplishments
in gaming.
in gaming.
Merry
was
Christmas, Cody.
Hitting 100, I think it was 120 stars, and then you got wings, and you could fly around and just fuck around, and do whatever you wanted out in the open field. And then GoldenEye, you mentioned.
Yeah,
I used to make some of you cry playing GoldenEye.
You know who you are.
You know who you are.
And like one other thing I'll say, just as an aside, another thing that I got for Christmas years ago that I still cherish. My daughter gave this to me when she was 5 years old. It's a knife that on the clip it says, "I love you, Daddy," and then on the blade it says, "Love always," in her name. And so that's one of those things. If the house is burning down, I'm running back in. That's one of the things I'm carrying out with me. Okay, so so in my adult life, that is undoubtedly my favorite gift I've ever gotten. And in my childhood, parents coming through hardcore on the Nintendo 64, like to be frank, like they kind of knew it's like, shit, we're not topping this. Like we just like they even got us
the year
they got us a GameCube a couple years later, which was really cool, but it just didn't quite have that same sting as the
GameCube wasn't cool.
I liked it. They had some WWF games that I really loved. But although I didn't like the fact that in the Royal Rumble there could only be 9 people. But anyways,
that's not a Royal Rumble.
I know, but moving on. Merry Christmas, Brandon. Yeah, how the fuck you doing, man? Adult life. My daughter gave me that, and as a child, yeah, like I even said, they were great. Don't get me wrong, we were always grateful, but like, yeah, like that was like if one of us was like 5 and they got the Tickle Me Elmo the year that you remember when Tickle Me Elmo was like the thing, like, and some of you people are like, what the fuck? Like, trust me, like, imagine Beanie Baby Mania mixed with the bourbon craze, and then throw in some Magic the Gathering or like fucking Pokemon or something like that, and that was Tickle Me Elmo, okay? And for good measure, throw in a little bit of Michael Jackson craze too. Why not? Let's let that mania. I have no idea.
I think that was your phone. Anyway,
all right,
Tony, did you? You think
I'm sure there's like 3 or 4 that'll come to me as I'm later on, but off the top of my head, one of the most recent was obviously a trip to Houston in 2020. It was the Royal Rumble. My wife got me. Phil joined me. That was wonderful. It's unexpected.
Yeah, that was like, you have no idea how hard that was to keep that from you. That like, okay, Tony, we're going to the fucking Royal Rumble, and like, that
was fantastic. In my youth, the one that comes to mind, I believe one year I don't know if it was I think it was the same year, but I had the Technodrome and the Cowabunga fucking van of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Both the van and the full scale opens fully Technodrome from it was amazing with the pitfall and the cage, and it was incredible, and the fucking eye that rolls off the side.
I just got to say, Brennan was asking in hopes I have a great Christmas. I did have a wonderful Christmas, sir. It was glorious and still going on, and I'm celebrating it with all you beautiful people out here in the K.O.E Nation. Excuse me. But yeah, I got my daughter some really special things. I got some really good things from some very special people as well, and I got to give some gifts to some very special people. So it was a wonderful Christmas, and I got to spend it with the people that are most important to me, more than anything else. All the people that I consider the most important in my life, I got to spend time with, either Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. And so that's what truly matters. So, Brendan, I had a marvelous Christmas, and I hope the same for you. And we'll see how deep we can get into this one, because the jokes get a little racy, get a little lurid, if you will. So we'll see how far we get into this. But I hope you had a great one with you and yours too.
It was just
I
that thing was
remember some of the
incredible.
first times I came over.
I'm
to
getting
your
a little
house, that was
casual.
a pretty prominent
I mean,
thing.
And
There's some
later
amazing-
tonight, once this is over, I'm probably going to review this Japanese plum whiskey. Just curious. Why not? I opened a bottle of sherry and I'm thoroughly enjoying that at the moment. It's a great little Spanish sherry. But, I'd be lying if my curiosity wasn't going to get the better of me about that Japanese plum wine. It's either going to be great or awful. No room in between. So, without further ado, let's get right in to our Christmas stories.
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles of yesteryear, like their toy line was one of the all-time greats, hands down.
I used to have a bunch of their old action figures, and Jesus, remember those little like 3.5-inch tall little guys, and they had all the little accessories and all the extra shit. Yeah, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were
They were above and beyond in terms of action figures. I had a lot of them, a lot.
Yeah,
They were
Should've
the world's
saved.
greatest fighting team.
should have saved some of those.
And they're green.
Yes.
They're turtles. I like turtles.
So, Tony, so that was one in your childhood. In your adulthood, anything stand out that like the kids got you?
So in terms of the kids, like every year it's nothing like specific, but they will all always, there's some up there right now. They put together stuff, they make drawings, they put it in an envelope. And I've got it like an entire, like you can see some like hanging up right there. But anytime they go out of their way and make something like daycare or school or just on their own, I've got a whole stack of stuff that they make me. I try to save everything, but
the more time the more time passes, the more precious that stuff becomes.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
And so like at the time when you get it, when it's kind of like fresh off the presses, it's oh, that's kind of cute. But then as you like my daughter years ago when she was a little baby, she made this thing where it's a poster where Daddy, I love you from the tops of my hands to the bottoms of my feet, and she printed her little tiny hands and her little tiny feet on it. And it's like one of those, just like at the time I was like, oh, that's cute. Now when I look at it, like it gets me right in the feels. For men, the feels is right between the heart and the Adam's apple right here. It gets you right there in the feels. And so that I totally get. So that actually is special.
I've got a book from Father's Day that they put together for me for it's been years now, for at least 6 years, for one of my Father's Day, just a random one they put together on Shutterfly. That's really nice. Plus I always try to make sure she gets something from the kids, and there's one upstairs. It's the letters MOM, and it's a picture of them inside the M, the O, and the M. And it says, no matter how old we get, we'll always reach for you. Love. And it was all the boys. It was just one of those nice things, because we struggle with the whole, God, they're getting so big every day. Oh, why do they look so big? I do too. I'm not making fun of my wife. I'm quite as big of a bitch, if not more.
I can see that.
They're so big. Fuck you. Whatever.
Now the thing is, like, you got a new one too. So I mean, you got the baby, which is like, I know.
Yeah, she just got her ears pierced today.
Oh,
she's not a baby. She turned 3.
That's
she's a fucking
That's
baby.
a baby. Stop it.
It's not a baby. It's not a baby. That's the problem.
My kid's 14, and there's times it's like, no, you're still a baby. Stop it.
And
the world has
you
to
want it.
know.
You want
like,
them
no.
to be a baby, and they're not a baby.
But like, to me, 3, no, that's still a baby as far as I'm concerned. Like, I'm starting to get to that point where in about another decade, we're going to be able to call everyone kid.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, kid.
I already do.
Yeah, I'm kind of there already.
Yeah, I'm there.
Nice. Well, yeah, but there's still some people you can't. But by the end of the decade, not going to be as many boomers around.
Right? Yeah.
So, I don't mean to be.
Can be a lot of wealth just hanging around here in another decade.
Yeah, just hang on, folks. Hang on. If you can survive through Biden's economy for the next decade.
Do what now?
Huh?
Do what now?
What?
Who?
All right. So, Chicken, what's your favorite?
So I remember very specifically. I think I was 6, and obviously I'm whole hog on Santa. And there was only one thing I asked that year for, and there was I remember there was a commercial on TV. It was really hyped up, and there were these like ninja walkie-talkies. Like, what cooler thing in 1991 than
Not
ninja
just the
walkie-talkies? They're
but a
ninja
ninja.
walkie-talkies.
Mm.
Like, and the commercial had like ninjas flipping around and talking to each other. And I was like, I just remember I was like, I don't give a fuck about anything else. I want those. Like, that's the thing I wanted.
Mm.
And I remember Christmas Day, we go through and we open up all the presents, and it's like 6-7 o'clock at night, and we're having dinner after we open presents. I didn't get my damn walkie-talkies. And like, I'm heartbroken. I'm just like beside myself. And then I remember we get done with dinner and everybody else is like going around and playing with their shit. And then I remember my mom saying, hey, you need to go look under the kitchen sink. I think Santa left you something. I was like, that was the moment that I was like, why in the fuck would Santa put something underneath the kitchen sink? And two, why is my mom telling me that? How would she know that? Like, I'm putting pieces together because I'm an asshole like that. So this is a 2-part. I found the walkie-talkies in a present wrapped with Santa's name on it. And
Then it was clearly Santa.
yeah, it was
Obviously.
totally Santa, because he comes down the chimney, goes through your kitchen, and hides shit
Under the sink.
Underneath the
Well,
sink.
as
That
is
makes total
tradition.
sense.
That was him going on hard mode. Okay, he
Yeah.
was tired of this easy mode shit going under the Christmas tree.
Yeah. So that was the year I was like, pretty sure the Santa thing's bullshit.
Man, 6.
Yeah.
It's a little rough.
Well, I was like, how in the fuck would my mom know that? And so I opened up, I got what I wanted, obviously, but for like, I was very suspicious that early of an age of like, nah, this thing's fucked up. This is bullshit. Goddamn. Anyway,
It's
so
not kids interrupting this year.
yeah,
This week.
no.
We'll still take a drink, though.
Let's drink for the dogs. What up, dog?
Just do what you got to do.
There. So I did ask later, and my mom forgot to. She was hiding it and put it under the kitchen sink and forgot. And then she didn't know why I was so upset. After we opened all the presents, she was like, "Oh shit, that was the only thing he wanted. Oh fuck." So she did admit to me a couple years later, that's what really happened, is she had that like, oh shit moment that the one thing I wanted, she made sure I got.
God, chicken.
That's awesome.
6 years old, you're getting into Santa Claus truth, okay? Like hashtag forget 9/11 truth.
Yeah.
Chicken's like, I want Santa Claus truth, goddamn. Like, really?
Did you guys see that video I posted the other day? There's the guy reading this kid's letter to Santa, like, and the kid's going off. He goes, "Well, Santa, thanks for the one gift out of the 2 that I asked for." And he's like being super snarky.
Yeah.
And so the parents like write a letter back of like, hey, maybe you should appreciate the presents that you get.
Yeah.
This is great.
And then the kid gets all fucking mad again. But, God damn it, I'm gonna have to fucking pull it. But at the end of it,
Yeah,
he pretty
he's
much
like saying,
threatens
I'm gonna-
to fucking kill Santa.
Yeah. And I'm like, damn, this kid's
The fucking kid went
it's
nuts.
hardcore.
Like fucking Dexter for Christmas.
I was
Like,
about to say, this kid's either going to be in prison or like he's going to have like 8 medals on his chest by the time.
imagine being that parent that gets to write that letter back.
Oh.
I would have egged that shit
Oh,
on.
yeah, yeah.
I would have been horrible.
Oh, yeah.
I've been like, hey, you little fuck.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Okay, actually,
I'd
I
have
was
been,
doing some
bad.
cleaning through my house and found an old letter my daughter's mother typed up from the Tooth Fairy to her. And it was kind of funny. Like, at first, it starts off like, oh, so sweet. Then by the end of it, it's like, and no, your dad is completely wrong with what the Tooth Fairy does with the teeth. Like, really? You're going to bury me in.
Wait, what did you tell her that happened to the teeth?
I told her the Tooth Fairy eats them.
Okay.
Okay, but she might have been justified.
Yeah. You might have earned that one.
I feel like that was the better way
Could
to
you
go.
imagine a kid like, oh my God, I'm going to get money from the Tooth Fairy. Daddy comes in and goes, you know, he eats them.
In what respect would that be the way to go? Like, how does that make it better?
Made me laugh my ass off.
Yeah,
What can I
alright.
say? Okay. And she was like, ew.
Yeah,
And then
definitely
that
you.
was our
Yeah.
that was our joke. Going, Tooth Fairy, He likes teeth.
You
What can I
never
say?
want to have more teeth in your mouth than you're supposed
Like, what kind
to.
of monster comes and steals your teeth at night and eats them? Like, what would that look
Exactly.
like? The imagination of your
totally
daughter had to
shit.
have been like fucking losing
Jesus.
her shit. No wonder you're fucking.
Wow.
God damn! I would have fucking scolded you in that
Yeah,
day too.
no.
Well, fuck you guys.
No,
God.
yeah, no, not on your side.
My ex is gonna watch this like, yeah,
Yeah.
asshole.
Justified.
Yeah.
You did remind me of one though. I can't believe I forgot because this was a pivotal gift I got in my youth, made famous in the movie Home Alone 2, the talk.
Oh fuck.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
this-
you had that
talk
thing.
boy. We all use the talk boy.
Oh,
You
I
probably have some blackmail on me because the talk boy.
I do. I probably still have.
I remember
the talk boy.
I remember
at
the
my
first
mom's
time I
house,
ever
yeah.
went to Tony's house. Like we were freshmen in high
Yeah.
school, and I remember he was still using that.
I still had it. Yeah. It's. I
He
think
fucking whipped
worked.
it out the first. Well, the first day
Whoa,
it
I
came
whipped
out
a
there,
few
he
things
whipped out
out.
a couple things.
That's
But
right.
Yeah,
but
the
yeah.
talk boy. So yeah, like yes. So just in case you're wondering, Tony was rocking the Home Alone talk boy until he was a freshman in high school. And ladies, yes, he was single.
You waited too long. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, he was
with those flame pants. Remember those?
flame pants.
I
Or
did.
remember
I
when
did
he dyed
myself
his
tons
hair
of favors.
blonde?
Mhm.
That was a good
And we
time.
were all really very nice and supportive about it.
Okay, let's not pretend like either of you ever made
Well-
excellent choices when it came to hairstyles.
Oh no, I never did.
Fester Adams and shaved on the sides, but like 12 inches long out the top. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
I did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did try the static
Yeah.
X, didn't
yeah.
Yeah.
But he didn't put it up. It just like drooped over, like one of those dogs that looks like rope.
he? Oh, so he tried to look
Yeah.
like an anime character.
Little.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know, almost like a Ryu.
Oh.
But yeah, like now here's the thing, because
Ryuken!
y'all have seen me with a shaved head because I did it recently for
I did that
my
once too. It
family.
was terrible.
And the thing is, when I did it when I was 17, I had just seen the movie Apocalypse Now, and I thought, well, look at Marlon Brando, big guy with a big gut, shaved head. Surely I can pull this look off. Now the thing is, I was not Marlon Brando. Yes.
Super close.
So I was pretty
Yeah.
close. Yes. Now I'm like 3 Marlon Brandos.
I
But-
think the big disservice you did to yourself, now I'm just going out on a limb here, was you, for some reason, when you did that, wore shirts that were still somehow too big for you while wearing shorts that were too small for you.
So it did
And
kind of
it
add
looked
to
like
the
you,
fester.
yeah, were wearing a dress a little bit.
So you're saying at that point my personal fashion sprezzatura could have used some
I
adjustment.
think maybe the hairstyle wasn't the problem. Yeah, it might have been the fashion sense a little bit.
Yeah.
Just
a little
throwing
bit.
it out there.
Well, I had to have loose fitting clothes in case I needed to backyard wrestle at any given moment.
Actually, no.
The
it wasn't-
hardcore
no.
title
He
was
took the Boy Scout theory of always be prepared and brought it.
Yeah, like no, you got to be ready to backyard wrestle at any time. You could have to defend or possibly have a chance to capture.
What
the
are you like,
X4
the
title.
24/7
you'd
champion? Like,
Loose clothing.
Oh, I was
though.
the. Well, no, you got to be able to move freely, and you got to be like it's kind of like having tie shorts on. You know what I mean? Like it lets you move freely.
we're not talking about your balls.
Yeah, no.
What were we talking about?
I don't even know.
I thought we were talking about that time I shaved my balls. Oh, my head! Yeah, I did totally look like Uncle Fester. You're right.
Yeah,
So
I
did
can't-
his balls, ironically.
I can't shave my head. I have this
Before
weird,
it looked like Cousin Ed.
I have this weird like extra like circle on my head. Like
Oh.
it like I have like a cyclops. Like there should be an eyeball right here because it looks like it pops
So you
up.
basically just thank the good Lord above you or not
That I
giving
still have
male
hair.
pattern ball because like otherwise
I shaved it once. It
people
looked
would be
terrible.
like you'd be like, well, how do I make people not notice it? Just hypnotize them with my mind powers.
Yeah, I'm basically just trying to make it to the 20 year before I start shaving my head. I figured that's a good hurdle to
I'm
get
trying
to.
to get to the 20-year high school
Yeah,
reunion.
that's
Fair
my
enough.
thought.
That's
Like if
fair.
I can get to the 20 year with my hair, after that, it's fine.
Shit, that's coming up, isn't it?
Yeah, this year, actually, 2024.
Maybe I'll go to one.
It'd be
I
a
don't
good
know.
one.
I doubt it.
The 15 year was fantastic. I got fucking lit. Oh, it was
I
fantastic.
can get lit without going to one.
Yeah, but it was fun. It was actually a good time. Phil
I
K.
stopped by for a minute. Then there was a poker game. And so I was like, well,
Yeah.
okay. Gotta fleece some marks.
It was a good time.
So
I think.
what the fuck were we even talking about? How did we get here?
Your balls got shaved.
Yeah.
Right. So Phil's balls.
Okay.
No, we were doing.
One hangs a little. Oh, wait.
We're still talking Christmas gift stuff.
Okay.
No,
yeah.
I'm on Phil's balls.
Are
Well,
you
Tony,
now?
that's the gift.
How about that?
That's the gift that keeps on giving.
Can
Okay.
you give us a visual?
Like you said, one hangs lower than the other. It's kind of like a speed
No, you
bag.
said you were
It's kind of like
on
going
his
into
balls.
the gym and they've got like 2 speed bags and one's brand new and one's really worn out.
Yeah, they're not aging at the same
Right.
rate.
One's stretching and swinging.
Yeah.
It's like one's
The
still
chain's little fucked
spry
up.
in its 20s,
Yeah.
and one's like, big and long, but like an old man's nose. It's just like kind of like.
Yeah.
Brown, brown, brown.
So yeah, it's great. It's great.
That is great.
So balls for Christmas, folks. That's what we
Visual representation.
No, they have to subscribe to my OnlyFans
Okay.
to get that.
That's
okay,
fine.
Tony.
I get it.
They don't get a taste for free.
All right. What's the link?
OnlyFans.com/KOE Nation. It'd be something pretty basic.
Yeah,
like that.
it would have to be KOE Nation on OnlyFans. Yeah.
Now, okay, let me ask you something. I don't know if any of y'all have this, but at Christmas time, at my grandma's house, she always cooked amazing meals, and there was 2 tables. There was in the kitchen, there was a table, and then in her like kind of basically her card room, like it's grandpa's office and her card room, basically where she'd play poker with her friends. And she loved 5-card draw. That was her game. But every Christmas there would be the adults table where the grown-ups would sit, and then there'd be the kids table in that card room. And at the kids table would always be my crazy Uncle Mike, because nobody wanted to have to fucking deal with Mike. And because with growing up, your crazy uncle is always your favorite uncle.
Yeah.
Because he's hanging out with you and his mental acuity is about at your fucking level. And so that's why when you're talking about Christmas, you're talking about these holiday memories. So I got to ask you guys, did you have the crazy Uncle Mike in your family? And what spectacles did he make of Christmas? Because I've got many a story, but we'll get into that a little later.
I'm trying to think of ones that are legal to share.
Yeah, I was just say you might have more
Yeah,
examples.
like, I was
We have a
about to
lot of time.
I was about to say, like, that's one of those, like, this is Nebraska. Like, oh yeah, there's like, it's not even like a thing. It's like, okay, yeah, Uncle Sticky showed up high on Tweak for Christmas. Like, yeah, that's normal. There's always gonna be that one guy that like
Yeah, nothing that.
Yeah,
special.
it's the Midwest.
yeah, it's Midwest.
Somebody's doing meth.
Yeah, somebody like
Yeah.
and both of them look at me as like, yeah, Phil, that's not how most families operate. What?
This isn't the stuff we talk about.
Yeah, that's not what happens every year at Christmas. Is the most toxic people in your family dictate your most important.
I don't have
days?
I don't have an uncle. I don't have an Uncle Sticky story or anything weird like that. But I do have I remember a Christmas. It was either Christmas or New Year's one year. I lived in a house in Fairmont, right across the alley from the bar. I remember we closed the bar down. Everybody's partying, big old celebration. We do an after party at my house, and it's approaching like 1 a.m. We're all shit faced drunk, and it was like a very mild day for winter, abnormally mild. And I remember I was like, well, shit, I got some leftover fireworks, so I threw a couple artillery shells in on the tailgate of my truck and shoot them off into the sky. Boom, boom, and then we all jump into vehicles and we all drive to go eat breakfast at a truck stop.
That sounds about right.
That was a normal thing.
That's not
Now the
unnatural.
fireworks were the abnormal thing. Normally,
Okay,
I wouldn't have
that's
done
true.
that.
explosions.
So, and I remember we're sitting at the truck stop, and my buddy Brian Cooner, he calls me. He goes, "Hey man, I just came over, and nobody's here, but I want you to let you know there's a cop knocking on the door right now." And I'm like, "So what are you doing?" He goes, "I'm hiding on the other side of the door." Mind you, he's shit-faced drunk too because he was at the bar with us all night.
I'm sure he can't hear you.
But he literally, yeah, exactly. That was my thought. I was like, so there's a cop right, and I heard this. And I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. You're really right by the door. He goes, yeah, I don't want to fucking move. He might see me. I go, he can fucking hear you right now. Like, seriously, bro. He goes, what do? I go, well, just fucking sit there. He can't come in the house.
Yeah.
Like, you're just going to have to sit there for a while. He's like, how long? I go,
until he leaves.
until he leaves and you feel safe to leave. He goes, what if I don't feel safe to leave? I go, then go to bed on the fucking couch,
Yeah.
bro. He goes, when are you getting home? I go, well, at this point, I'm taking my sweet ass fucking time.
That's
Like, I ain't coming
No
back
time
there.
soon.
If I see Officer Bob standing on the porch, I'm going around the block a few times. So yeah.
And he was also the same one that on my
God.
my bachelor party got.
How we doing? I got a couple extra comments I got to catch up on. From Brandon Corbett, bend a straw cup of tea while trimming your tree this year to pay homage to its origins. When Prince Albert of Germany got a tree for his new wife, Queen Victoria of England, the tradition really took off across the pond. A drawing of the couple in front of a Christmas tree first appeared in the Illustrated London News in 1848. After that, more and more folks started following suit. The more you know from Brandon. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Corbett. And I hope you have a great and Merry Christmas. We got Amanda. How you doing, Amanda? Who the F got Blantons? Enjoy, because that shite is hard. Oh, it is hard to get. That shite is very hard to get. I got a couple extra bottles myself that I got kind of stashed back, but that's actually a bottle of Blanton's Gold that Tony ordered online, and that was not easy to get your hands on. It's delicious. It's delicious. But yeah, some of these bourbons are over the top. And then, Bandit! How we doing, Bandit? I hope you had a very Merry Christmas with you and yours. I had a marvelous Christmas with me and mine. Literally over Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and a few days before Christmas, I got to spend time with every single person that's important to me. Okay? Every single person that is truly important to me, I got to spend some time with them. And so that was a very Merry Christmas indeed. And I hope you have a Merry Christmas. And yeah, so folks, God bless all y'all. But this, we got a little more. We got to get into this. But yeah, before the last few minutes, I might cut off because the jokes start to get a little racy. But we'll see. We'll see.
Lost.
Maybe I'll get a little
in
deeper into the
Lincoln
sherry and say,
Yeah.
fuck it.
for 2
Let's
days.
enjoy. Merry Christmas.
Nobody knew where he was for 2 days.
That
and,
got rough. Yeah. I don't
and then
know
he
what
came and
happened.
knocked on my door at noon on like Monday.
Yeah, I don't know how that
Is this your
happened.
kinfolk or is this somebody?
No,
No,
this
that was Brian.
Brian Kuhner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still don't know.
I
how
love that dude to
happened.
death. He might as well be
I
kinfolk
was
to
about to
me.
say
Like,
this sounded like a J-Man story for a second. I was like,
Oh, no.
oh god,
Like-
got lost in the
Oh
weekend for 2
no,
days?
no!
Yeah.
The cops would have gotten him, and there would have been a
After a
lot more
week.
destruction. Yeah,
oh, Brian's got plenty of stories about what happened for
Yeah.
those 2 days. That's for a
but
different.
he went in to get a euro and got left because we couldn't find him, and that was
Yeah, because I started puking
Yeah.
outside the strip club.
yeah, you
Yeah,
did.
yeah, I did.
Precious
Yeah.
memories. So all right. So Tony,
She was bouncing.
like,
Like,
not
I
necessarily
had too much to drink and it was bouncing. I didn't know what to do. I had to leave.
Not
The dick
necessarily
was bouncing. and
crazy
he
Uncle
didn't-
Sneaky stories or the like,
Yeah.
but like what's something that kind of stands out from your Christmas is that wow, how'd I walk away from that one?
oh God,
It's from the go downs that happens once in a while.
No, it really was for a long time. It was very, very traditional. Like we would get together at my great aunt's house, and it was a very like we'd have Christmas in the morning at home, and then we go there. Of course, you get all your gifts. You're like, yeah, I can't wait. Oh, we've got to go to the Christmas. I can't play with any of my shit. Oh, cool, great. That's the best part, right? You get all your cool shit, and then go to the actual Christmas, and well, you can take one thing, but not the cool thing. Oh, okay.
Don't want to make the cousins too jealous.
Yeah, well, yeah,
Yeah,
or lose
yeah.
it or break it or yeah, whatever. But no, very traditional. And then in the later years, it's not nearly as traditional. Like it's not as the extended family doesn't quite come around as much, and that's not terrible sometimes. But on my wife's side, it's a very big family. It's a very big get together for every occasion, every holiday, and it's a very small location. So you are literally on top of each other. You get your food and you just stand there and wait for a seat to open up. And when you see one, you fucking sit down, you eat, and we play cards. Like there's nothing like crazy. I don't have a crazy meth head uncle. I wish I did.
I was about, oh, you're missing out. See, if only.
I have
Chicken and I are like, oh, you don't know. There's.
I learned a lot of lessons.
I have outside extended family that's not directly related to me that I could probably tell stories of, but that's too easy to connect the dots to, so I'll refrain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Tony, basically, you're just in a sea of humanity every Christmas.
Oh, that it's basically a Hallmark movie.
I like it.
Sounds like it. Sounds like, yeah. For me, like, and something both of you were kind of touching on. It's like, oh, we used to go here, we used to go there. There was something I saw on Facebook that I thought, like, wow, okay, that really does hold true. Grandmas are the linchpin that holds a family together, and when they go, the family is never truly the same again.
Yep. Yeah, that's true.
And so, like, for my grandma, like, yeah, when she
that's
was
when the traditional.
Yeah, she was the linchpin that brought the whole family together. And when she went, like, it's never been quite the same.
Yeah,
and
everybody does their own thing after that. Yeah.
Now,
that's true.
Here's the thing: like, everybody's always got to try to find that perfect balance of, like, okay, we're gonna go to your family's thing for this holiday, but also it's like, all right, we're also our own family. It's going to do our own thing, and we're not under an obligation to be here every. And so there's always that weird juggling that as we get older, we kind of have to do. And I've noticed the millennials are kind of the worst about this. Of like, they get married, but then they don't start their own family. They just join one of the other two.
Yeah.
And that's always a recipe for disaster. And we wonder why things are the way they are today. And so that's like, especially once grandma goes, you kind of gotta go do your own
thing. That's essentially how it worked. Like I said, we get together with my great aunt, my great grandma, and it was once they were both gone, we started going to a different location, and then some people didn't show up, some people didn't wanted to show up, and it is. You're right. Tradition changes over the generations and the decades, and that's okay. That's okay, but
and that's when you feel that the onus is now on you to make your own traditions.
Yeah,
kind of like what we've done.
That's why I've always been such a big fan of like, because for Christmas specifically on my wife's side, we go to specifically on Christmas, we go to her side for Christmas, and then we go back the next day for another day of family get together because people are from out of state. So why waste the opportunity? It's 2 days of Christmas basically. We get together with my side the night before, and that's enough because the extended family's not coming from out of town, so it's fine. But we get like 2-3 days of, I mean, it is very, very much extended family, big get together, traditional Christmas. So I got it from both sides. In my home.
I've always been the probably the problem on my family being with my work. Like I'm not there. Like that's Thanksgiving and Christmas. Like that's always been.
Me and Tony, like, we have no experience.
Yeah. So, like, I'm just not there.
Tony, that was a bit too hardy of a, like, that was too deep of a.
I didn't even think it. You're the one that said it, asshole.
But no, but that brought up some other things of like I've had to figure out ways to make it acceptable for my kid and my family, and then have to make our own traditions and do our own things. And man, I love Christmas. Like, I might seem like a Grinch sometimes and might not be the funnest goddamn guy this time of year just because it's stressful, but I love Christmas. I go all out. I always throw a bunch of lights up, and this year I got my wife this massive damn tree for our house because, like, it was partially for her, but honestly, like, I wanted a big ass fucking tree next to my big ass fireplace. It's got to look right. But you know, there's little festive things that I get into with her, and then for me, like, as a kid, it was never my favorite thing to do, but I knew how much my mom loved it, was putting decorations on the tree and going through, like, when you'd find your one you made in first grade with your picture on it and you sign the back of it, and like hanging those up and talking about the day you brought that home. Like, that was always the shit that my mom loved the most. And then when I got to be the dad doing that to my son, and like, and sometimes I'm kind of an asshole about it and be like, hey, tell me about this day. Do you remember this one? We talked about this last year. Like, and I just poke and prod because I know it annoys him a little bit. But it's fun for me, and my wife loves it. And honestly, this year he had a great time with it. Like, we had so much fun trying to decorate because new house, there's so much shit to put up on this massive damn tree. And he's like, we're busting out a ladder and like hanging off a balcony to like, all kinds of shit. So we made it so much fun that like, that's how we are creating our memories. It's like setting up for Christmas is just as important as Christmas is, like, and then we have to have a good attitude every day.
Barry Dr. Seuss.
Every day he gets home,
Grinch stole Christmas.
every day he gets home, he plugs in all the lights.
Good.
Every day, right away, the moment he comes home, and like, so he's excited for it. He just loves the season just like we do. So if anything, hopefully I give him some like cringe memories that he's going to give his kid.
Cringe are the best.
Like,
Yes.
now, to give you an example here, guys, it is the 16th of December. We're recording this. I know I'm exposing the business. I'm sorry.
Dick.
This is to give you an idea.
I think your fucking dog's like Mogwai over here.
Yeah, no, that's
It's
just
like
how she
he's
sleeps.
snoring.
Yeah,
I'm
she
just like,
sleeps.
is it
But-
midnight? Am I allowed to give it water?
Yeah, she can have water. It's just, don't feed her.
It's like, it's making weird
You
noises.
fed your pug after
Yeah.
midnight? That means 4 more cats for Tony. Tony. But anyways, what I was getting at is I actually don't have my Christmas tree up at my house yet because I was waiting for my daughter to get home with me, and we're going to set it up together. Actually, tonight, when we conclude our festivities here, she's been sleeping all day.
I'm
Trust
like,
me,
I don't
she'll
know
be
if you're going to get that tree up.
Yeah,
tonight.
you might do that tomorrow, Phil.
up. That's the plan, is when I leave here tonight, we're putting the tree.
Interesting
Or
plan.
when you leave here tomorrow.
Interesting plan, Phil.
We'll see. We'll see what time.
Tomorrow.
Interesting.
I send you a picture at like 2:45 in the morning, like trees
Yeah,
over like this. It's sticking out of a bookshelf. And it's like, I that son of a bitch up, you piece of shit. Like,
Yeah, we have to have a real tree now.
What you buy real trees?
A real
now.
tree.
I miss real trees. My mom always made us get a real tree. I always loved it, and we burn the needles and like, you know.
So you really don't think you have enough animals in the house? You need to also invite bugs into your house, as
Right.
well.
Yeah. Pretty much. When we had a fake tree, because I always had a fake tree. I never had a real tree. And then said, once we start having kids, we're getting real trees. I'm like, all right, fine. And then that happened, and it's been real trees ever since. And I'm like,
I
God,
like
missed
the
a fake
idea of
tree.
it, but yeah, I
So
honestly,
what's
I
a
love
real
my
tree
fake
cost
trees.
you every year?
Oh, they're cheap. They ain't too bad.
They give them away for free.
And by the end of the year, yeah.
No, we buy it the day after Thanksgiving, though.
Which would be
So
how
it's like
much?
50
So
bucks
like
nowadays.
$100.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You know, now I go
It's
to
gonna
this.
last you a month.
Now,
Yeah.
me and Chicken,
Just long enough.
I go to this place. Maybe you've heard of it. It's called Walmart, and they have these trees that actually have the lights on them.
It's so awesome.
Yep,
And
they're
it's like
fantastic.
$28.
Miss those.
And I've had the same one for 3 years running now, because why go buy a new tree every year? What's the logic and reason in that? Like,
Yeah.
and then like there's also the thing with real trees, as they start to die, it becomes a tremendous fire hazard.
Yeah.
There's
Like-
that.
And then also, yes, all of the bugs that were living in the tree throughout the year. Now, once it gets warm, they're thinking, "Yay, it's spring! Let's dance and frolic amongst." Where's the grass?
Yeah,
Oh,
you
it's
get a
just
lot of weird
carpet here.
beetles and yeah.
You wouldn't have any experience of that, would you, T?
No.
And then the needles. God, you gotta love them needles. Do you put a carpet down underneath the tree to catch all the needles?
Uh-huh.
And tell us more.
How often do you have to
It's
clean?
like they go right through the skirt.
It's oh yes.
Like they just
go
they
right-
defy logic and gravity and time and space, and they go right
grab
through.
onto the
They
carpet.
go straight to the carpet, right through the skirt. It's amazing. It's like-
Amazing.
It's yeah.
And surely your children don't touch with, play, or spread the needles around it.
Absolutely.
I
not.
mean,
that
no,
would
of
never
course
happen.
not. No,
And I'm sure the pine needles have never given you hay fever.
no, not hay fever, but like no, yeah, hay fever. I'm looking at that. No, I didn't get hay fever, but I mean,
Maybe
I've
some
had to
plugged
vacuum a lot
sinuses.
more.
Okay.
I don't
okay.
I don't have
You don't have sinuses?
no
College?
no
just,
sinuses.
Just colleged them away, right?
Do you
Yeah,
at
that was
least-
me.
Yeah,
Do you at least-
that was this guy over here.
Mm.
Do you at least cut your own tree down?
No, you go up. To
I
the
feel
thing.
like if you're gonna do a real tree, you should cut it down. Like if you're gonna do it, fucking do
I'm
it.
already more invested than I want to be. What the fuck do you
Okay,
want? from me?
actually, this is a true story. My grandfather used to have a Christmas tree business as part of
You can make some
Part
good
of
money doing that.
and that was actually how my dad met my mom. Was my grandpa heard, oh, I heard them folks down in Geneva, the family of Extreme. We'll just leave it at that. I've heard the family of Extreme down in Geneva, they do some fine Christmas trees. Brought them down, and my dad was a teenager, my mom was a teenager at the time, and they met for the first time. Was when he was literally chopping down her family's tree. And they talked briefly for a little bit, but apparently the impression stuck around because, well, I'm walking around this place. So yeah, that's actually what you're talking about. Real Christmas trees and such was actually
a child of Christmas.
no, actually,
Trees.
He's a
yeah,
miracle.
Christmas trees. Like, yeah, that was no, like yeah, they're probably one of the reasons why like my mom has always freaked.
If it
out
wasn't for a
Christmas.
Christmas tree, we would not have Phil K.O.E.
I mean,
Tony, thanks for keeping the tradition alive.
so what you're saying, chicken, is that the reason for the season is why
God.
you've got KOE in front of you even. So yes,
Bullshit.
this is
Don't
beautiful.
you put that voodoo on me, Ricky Bobby.
Yeah, don't you
But
put that on
so
me, Ricky
like
Bobby.
now the reason I know this is because when I was a kid, we used to have the real tree every year until the first fake tree came out.
You're like, oh, this is
Way
way
better.
more financially.
Yeah, this is
Like no, the first fake tree was still unbelievably fucking expensive because it was new tech, but we got to reuse it for 8 years, and so that was where the utility
Yeah.
eventually came
Yeah.
out. But so Tony, admit it, I'm just curious.
I'm
And-
talking to people, and my wife.
Why?
She was surprised the
talking
table
to
fit in the.
people.
She said, "How the fuck did you get that table in that room?"
I was about to say we need to know this. Like, come on, like, and you'd be like, I used my fucking mind powers.
Well, basically, I said it actually fit good.
So
She was surprised to see this in here.
we haven't decided when we're gonna officially post some of this stuff, but one of the presents I got from the gift exchange this year, I have questions.
Okay, ask away. Shoot.
Did somebody have to physically roll that up and ship it to you? Was like
No.
did you print it at a store
I
that
did.
somebody had
No,
to
no,
hand it to
Tony,
you?
I got this.
Oh,
No, chicken. You see, this was a painstaking project. It took me about 8 months to hand paint it.
yes.
That would have been even better.
Like if it would have just been me trying to paint
I
it,
don't know
just
that-
all fucked up face. It looked like that Mr. Bean when he tried
Yeah.
to re-fucking draw
Whistler's
Whistler's
mother,
mother's
yeah.
face. Like, oh, dear Jesus God! Like,
Yeah. I don't know that a stick figure would have been
I just want to
as
know,
impactful.
the look on somebody's face when that comes out of a printer and they go, what in the actual fuck is going on?
I also actually
And that big.
I
That big.
I also actually have that question because I want to know the same thing you do. I didn't get any questions when I got it, but I wanted to ask them. And it may or may not have been at the York Walmart.
Yes.
So
You could probably look
there's
into
a
that,
good
Chicken.
chance they recognize the face.
Yeah, that is a face that you can't forget.
You can't forget that face.
Can't forget that face.
Took me a while to paint it, so
Yeah.
let me tell you,
Did it with his ass exclusively.
like the rest of it, I just did it from memory because
Yeah.
it's not a big deal. Like whip that up in a couple of days. But
So if it obviously you don't know what we're talking about, you're gonna have to wait till the gift exchange to know exactly what we're referencing. So that's coming on Christmas Day. Make sure you tune in because it's epic.
It's incredibly epic.
It's epic.
Yeah. It's
God damn it.
the
And
best.
I
It's
have-
tremendous.
I have so many questions.
I don't even have a good answer. What the fuck was that?
Flipping Blanton's gold
Why?
around for?
because it's a flippable bottle. It is. It's an utterly flippable bottle.
Can
Just
I
'cause it's
flip
a
your phone
ball?
around? It's flippable.
Very flippable. And I got the otter box on it, yo. So yeah, you can even drop it. It's fine.
Yeah.
Tony's just
Jesus Christ. Just throwing around
Yeah.
bottles of Blanton's
No,
like
I
it's no
actually-
big fucking deal.
I don't have a good answer, but I really did just kind of want to hang around and like watch them print it because the conversation had to be amazing. Like,
the fuck is this?
Somebody had to
did
look
he
at
upload
that.
the right thing?
Somebody
Is this
had to
the right
look at
thing?
that and went, huh.
Yeah,
At the bare minimum, they had to go, huh.
yeah.
Wonder what this is for. you can't.
Oh god, it was just ordering it was almost as much fun as making it. I couldn't not laugh. Plugged in, uploads on the screen. What size do you? As big as you can fucking make it.
So yeah, now this is a big teaser for you're gonna have to watch the gift exchange. It's gonna drop on Christmas Day at K.O.E Nation on YouTube. So be sure to check that out when that drops, folks, because there's some interesting things. And we might actually get into a review of one or two things that did actually drop.
I
on
took a
that.
lot
It's
of
little
extra care,
salvo.
a lot of extra time to edit that one. Like it had to be seamless. Like that one had to look perfect. I think I came close.
Now
Yeah.
I gotta say what I got, it was perfect because why it had my name on it.
It did. His name is
Oh.
Private Stock.
It's
they gave me
bourbon
this.
gin.
Yes, they gave me
And that's all he
this.
got.
That's
Yeah,
it.
that was it. That was all I got was it's private stock gin finished in a bourbon cask.
$22 bottle
Wall
of
to
gin.
wall. Dude. 47.5 ABV. So at least it's gonna fucking bite more.
Thanks, wall to wall wine.
Oh, so good. Is what it says on the back. Oh, so good.
That
Like
can't
the
be
letter
accurate.
O.
Oh, exclamation point.
So
Space.
good.
So good.
Yeah.
In 1919, with Prohibition looming, J. Rieger and Co. owned a massive stock of booze that would soon be illegal to sell. Jacob Rieger's son, Alexander, appealed that he had the legal right to transport every bottle in their inventory to his private residence. In 1920, federal judge Ferris issued an order allowing Alexander to take home his, quote, private stock. This bottle of private stock honors the defiant efforts of Alexander Rieger. So that's nice. What does that
Yeah.
have to do with a barrel finished gin?
What's going on?
Yellow.
Phil drank.
Oh no.
Fuck you.
Phil gin.
Oh no. This is a live show. And
Tony, go fuck yourself.
Tony
Phil
just
gin.
called in for Phil to drink
I fucking
gin.
hate you, Tony. I fucking hate you. No. I'm
Oh
calling that motherfucker
no.
back. I'm calling that motherfucker back. Okay. All right.
I'm ghosting that.
Oh, that motherfucker. He fucking ghosted me, that little bitch. Okay, I'm trying one more time. You think you're gonna make me take a shot of gin? You fucking bitch. Fuck you. Go get me a glass. I'm not getting up. You kidding me? Fuck off. So, Oh, you son of a bitch. No, I'm gonna ghost that till Tony gets back. I have to ghost that. You're a piece of shit. Chicken, you're such a piece of shit. You're both pieces of shit. Did I ever mention that?
Yeah. I think you got an important text message, Bill.
I'll look at it in a minute. Well, I guess get ready for a review of this
beautiful gin.
Tony's gonna come back with like a beer stein. Here you go, Phil. Just
Here's your shot glass.
give it a couple of clugs. Oh God, gin finished in a bourbon cask. Oh, so good.
Oh, thank God I still got some ice. If you missed out, I got my mug from last year. Tony Hank held on to it for me.
Oh, you went all classy for me.
Totally forgot.
So Tony, while you were gone, Chicken, was there something I needed to check?
Well, I tried to call Phil. He wouldn't answer, so I just sent him a message.
All right,
Oh, you
I got a
texted him?
text
Yeah.
that says
Let's see.
Phil
Gin.
Gin.
All right. Woohoo! Well, just make it a double then, Phil.
Hey guys,
Yeah, Phil.
fuck you both.
I'm drinking gin.
You know the score.
I do.
Why don't you
So,
just go ahead and review that?
I
Phil?
was just gonna say, if I have to, I'm fucking getting two birds stoned at once with this.
It's a wall-to-wall wine, I think.
Yes, it's a wall-to-wall wine pick.
I didn't buy this at wall-to-wall, though. Give me that.
I see
the only place I've ever
I
seen
see
it.
other stores tags.
Maybe it was.
Yeah, sometimes I'll see other stores tags on bottles from somewhere else.
I swore I bought this at Louis in Columbus.
Well,
I
folks,
swore.
we're gonna get two birds stoned at once here. Welcome, one and all, to the K.O.E Nation for this very special impromptu gin review of a gin that was
Yeah, woo!
I'm excited.
gifted to me by these two guys. I am your king of extreme, Phil K.O.E,
You need to sound more extreme
the
right
man
now.
of the hour,
Definitely don't sound
the
extreme
man
enough.
with the power, the man that makes the other podcast cower.
That's right.
And I'm about,
To drink something sour.
yeah.
But it's bourbon gin.
Ginish.
It's bourbonish gin.
So for those that don't know, this is private stock, extra fine gin finished in a bourbon cask by Wall to Wall Wine.
Why don't you get you something
47.
real nice, Clark?
0.5 ABV.
What's it say on the back?
Oh,
so good. So good. So good.
so good. Let's see how.
I've been inclined.
Fucking
Bob, Bob, Bob. Private stock never tasted so good.
So good, so
But
good.
Now the gin is in the glass.
Not yet. Hang on. Let's see if the,
And it was finished in a bourbon cask.
it's actually a pretty good pop.
Yeah, what's
Oh, yeah. It's that
it?
bourbon.
It smells
So good.
God. This might be the worst fucking.
It looks like the dirtiest Joe I
Sweet gin of mine.
Fucking Bob, Bob, Bob. Thank you all to all.
I know.
wine.
God, fuck you. Sweet gin of mine.
Fuck Bob, Bob, Bob.
From motherfucking Wall to Wall Wine. Oh, God. So, first, folks,
C-U-N-T on Chicken's mug.
so I'm going to give this a nose for this gin.
Please do. I think that's a double.
You see how happy
He sent me
looks right
one.
now?
You sent me one. So, yeah, this is a double.
That looks, yeah. That,
Did you see the smile on his face when he smelled that?
No, I saw the terror.
I've never seen him look so happy.
I don't know about happy.
I feel like he wants to hug us both right now.
Absolutely.
Want to hug your necks and rear naked? Like, is that what you mean? Like, yeah.
Extra tight.
Let's try to smell something other than turpentine here.
Extra tight, like that thick cork in
You
the
don't
peerless
smell the
bud.
oak and the vanilla of the bourbon cask.
Everything I'm smelling is a defiance of what Okay. Yeah, it smells like old socks. Okay,
All right.
and turpentine. Try and
Oh God!
Oh, Jesus fuck.
you're not really encouraging me to drink this shit, guys.
You were accurate. Old socks.
Holy shit! Oh my God!
Old socks after you've been out like hunting in muddy, wet fields all day.
I thought bourbon would help.
No.
Let's find out.
It somehow made it worse.
I don't know how.
How? Okay. Well,
Oh,
first
God.
we're gonna take a pallet before we take
Should I get the trash can?
maybe. Oh no, it's just going right there on the floor if it comes out too.
All
Sorry.
right. Where's my
So-
dog?
It's right here.
All right.
So this gin review here in K.O.E Nation. Yeah, just smelling it burned my nose.
Wish,
Well, let's
wish
take a
him,
pallet.
wish him luck. I have a feeling I wouldn't have palate that one. I would have just shot it.
Yeah, I don't know if I would have tasted it. I think that's gonna make.
I'm
it
hoping
worse.
this is the last time I ever have to fucking review this chicken. Okay, I'm getting two birds stoned at once.
Oh
here.
no, it's not recording.
Fuck you. Okay, it's not as bad as the gin and the turpentine can
Okay.
stuff you got me
All
last
right.
year,
All right.
because that is actual like the literal definition of rot gut.
Okay.
This is bad. This is very bad. Okay, but
But it says oh so good.
it is oh so very something.
So good.
So good. So good.
He's screaming it. Can you see it in his face? His
Look at-
face
yeah.
is going, so good, so good, so good.
Look at those tremendous flavors. The robust palate. The
Like just with each second, like my face like twists more like the Grinch. when
Yeah.
I'm smiling. So, guys, we're gonna grade this on a couple of 5-star scales. For those who don't know, 5 meaning you have to have it before you shuffle off this mortal coil.
Oh, fucking.
0 meaning pass it on by. The K.O.E Nation has advised you well. So
This is totally going to be a 5.
Yeah.
we're gonna grade this as a.
No, you're going to grade.
you're
Yeah.
gonna grade this.
I'm gonna grade this as a cask aged spirit. As a gin,
Mm-hmm.
it's shelving, and the secret fourth question.
Okay.
So,
That's a gin, Phil.
well, first we're gonna go as a cask aged spirit.
It's all in its casking, right?
This is gonna actually hold a distinction
Oh boy.
in K.O.E Nation history.
Okay.
Mm.
As a cask aged spirit, this is going to have 0.25 stars.
Wow.
A quarter star.
Wow. Nice.
The lowest grade of a cask aged spirit in the history of the K.O.E Nation.
That's amazing.
But hold on. It's really close to 0, which is like an O for oh so good.
oh, so good.
So good.
good.
So good.
Mm.
I just felt myself die a little right there. Like I just felt like something just like something deep inside just like just couldn't.
Oh yeah.
Now, as a gin, I'm just going back like, fuck guys, I'm drinking way more gin than I ever wanted to drink in this life. Why?
You picked this road.
No, I didn't. The fucking big fucking fans.
The
The
road.
fucking assholes that they are.
Sometimes-
They fucking started this.
Sometimes the road picks you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as a gin,
As a gin, keep in mind it's as a gin.
12 stars.
5 stars as a gin.
Wow.
He loves
Bam!
it
5 stars because
it's oh so good.
so good, so good.
5-star gin.
Now keep in
Never
mind,
thought I'd see the day.
He's
grading on a fucking hell of a curve here, T.
It's like he's still gagging as he's talking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm trying to get like gulps down before I gotta put the whole fucker down at the end of all this.
That felt like it hurt.
Okay. Okay, I'm actually gonna kick that back down to 475. There's got to be a better gin out there somewhere. Ryan Reynolds, save us. Help us, Ryan Reynolds. You're only hope.
Valentine's Day is coming up soon.
So, anyways, the shelving, the top, the middle, or the bottom. Now, guys, I'm curious. Like, if this is your bottle here, which Tony, like, it's a Christmas present,
But it's not mine.
I know it's tempting though.
It was mine for a bit, but now it's yours.
So clearly, it's sat on your top shelf, right?
No, it was on the bottom.
Interesting.
It was just waiting for you.
I would make a special shelf on top.
On top
Called
of the top.
Phil's top shelf.
Phil's top shelf of gin.
And that's where I'd put it.
Yeah.
It would be just like one of those little floating shelves about this big. It would
Yes.
only hold like 3 bottles of gin.
So
Yeah.
I had no idea these two guys this whole time actually hated me. I thought, like I even called you guys friends at some point, but yeah, friends don't let friends drink
Urine
private
colored
stock.
gin.
Yeah, urine colored
But it's
gin.
bourbon cask.
Bourbon cast.
And that's
I was
its only
thinking of you.
saving grace.
I was thinking
So
of you.
I'm really wondering, like, okay, here's my problem here. Not the only one, but one of many. So how bad was this gin that when it came off the line, they're like, guys, we got to cask finish this gin to fix it. Like, I'm trying to figure out what the fuck. Okay, like just what
It's
the
the
fuck.
best. It's tremendous.
Well, there's no bugs in it.
That you can see.
So yeah,
They
this would be on my
disintegrated.
bottom. This would be like drink. Like if people just want, like, if I had somebody that was like a true, like if crazy Uncle Mikey shows up and he just needs some booze. Here you go. Will you leave me alone? Like, there you go. That's, or I bet it'd make actually a pretty good gin martini.
See, now you're thinking.
Just because the casking adds a little element that's not normally there. And if you're going to do a Winston Churchill martini, this would be the way to go, because the Winston Churchill martini is they pour the gin into the shaker, they shake it over a giant cube of ice, shake it, pour it into the chilled martini glass, drop an olive in it, and then rather than add the sweet vermouth, Winston Churchill would just bow in the general direction of France, and that was all the vermouth he needed. So basically, it was just chilled gin. This would actually work for that.
So this is the longest gin review of all time.
Yeah.
New record.
Yeah. Now,
He loves it that much.
the secret fourth question here. I'm sure Tony's looking it up right now.
Yeah, what's that?
Just content chlorophyll. Or chloroform. There we go. Just somebody looking at their phone. It's just content chloroform, because the minute they're like, oh, he's looking at his phone. Well, I'll look at my phone too. Like, so yeah, have fun editing around that chicken.
Oh, that's all
This
you,
is,
big
this
guy.
is your review.
Okay, good.
You're the one stalling.
There's nothing on here that I will cut out a big bucket, but there's
Yeah.
plenty you will cut out for K.O.E. 'cause-
Oh, God, is there ever? Okay. Secret.
No, I will not buy this again.
How much did it cost us?
It's like $22, $23.
$23. Chicken. Would you buy this if you needed a bottle of gin?
Well, from the reaction you're giving me right now about how so good this is, no.
No, because there's so many.
I'll buy you a
gins.
bottle.
Yeah. No, like
you guys.
I gotta.
I hope they do an
Gotta
all
mix it
so.
up.
I hope they do sherry cast finish.
Ooh,
I'll get you one.
yes. Yes.
Fuck you! Just do not fucking defile a cask of sherry by putting this in it, okay, Private
He's right.
Scott?
He's right. As the Lord of the Scottish Highland, Phil K.O.E. implores, no demands
No.
that you make a gin finished in an Islay
Fuck
Scotch
you!
cask.
Oh my God.
Make it happen.
I'm gonna be hunting that
just
bottle
wanna-
down.
Ooh, smoky peated gin.
Okay, I might need that bucket now. Just
All
thinking
right.
about that.
You got, got about half a shot there left.
Hang on. I'm trying to think of some other
Where are you
things.
putting this on the shelf? So top.
I'm pretty sure he said top.
Top.
Fuck you, guy. I know this is well whiskey that I'm giving away to.
It's not whiskey.
True.
He put
This
a
is
well on his top shelf.
well hooch.
Yeah, his top shelf well.
You can't give this away, could you?
No, actually, if I were to have a card game and people be gathered around, like, all right, here you go, just have at it.
People
However
would
much you want.
leave.
There would be the line at the beginning of the night. At the end of the night, the line would be here.
Yeah.
It would actually be up a little bit.
It might be more, yeah.
So, folks, as I'm known to say around here,
All that
being said,
So good. So good. So good. He's gonna puke.
Fucking
Ba,
puke,
ba,
puke, puke. Blowing chunks all over here.
Yeah.
we got some of the finest whiskey in all God's creation in this place.
That's true.
And
I'm drinking this shit.
And you're drinking bourbon cask finished gin.
Need to cleanse that a little bit.
But why? Don't you get all the juniper and oak?
And the bottle splashes me in the eye on the way down. It's just like
Tony, guess what? It just hit.
it's like the
Hour two, chicken.
Oh man.
I will fucking get this shit away from me.
Okay.
Don't ever bring it near me.
Well, it's going home.
I know. Fuck you. But Tony, we don't have to worry about me drinking it. That would imply Big Bucking is going live at some point, so I ain't gotta worry about
That's
that.
fair.
I ain't
That's
gotta worry
fair.
about that shit. Are you kidding me? It'll be fucking March till I take my first shot of that shit. Are you kidding me?
February. Be fair. Be fair.
Oh god.
So good. So
Sorry,
good.
I had to
So
get
good.
all the shit you fuckers just slung at me. I gotta sling one back. Okay, like
No, that was fair. That was
oh my god, that was terrible. Now,
You didn't
hey,
tell me all the flavors you got.
Yeah, you didn't describe it very well.
bad.
Oh, just bad.
What are the flavors, chicken? Bad.
Just bad.
I heard so good.
So good.
So good.
It was so good at being so bad.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, that's the stupidest way to ever write that. Oh! Exclamation. So good.
Can't wait to read your Yelp review.
Mm.
Oh God.
That actually.
I tried to pick something that would like be at least appeasable. I didn't know it was gonna be that bad. It was almost a 5-star.
You picked that as appeasable.
Oh, there was worse, Phil.
Oh, I know.
I'm just saying.
But at least those know what they are. At least they know they're worse. Okay?
Tony, at least we know moving forward.
Bourbon barrel gin, maybe not.
Cranberry almond milk gin. Got it.
Dude.
Yeah.
Let's buy our own
Right.
little barrel and make it.
I think we can do that. Let's do it.
Almond milk gin. Oh, my.
We can make that happen. I got some silk upstairs.
This is gonna get hot.
Mm.
Yeah.
That last one was good.
No, actually, Tony and I have an ongoing WrestleMania bet that whoever's got the most points at the end of WrestleMania, if I've got more points than Tony, he has to take a shot at half and half.
Yep.
If he's got more points than me, impossible. I have to take a shot of that almond slurry, almond cum.
It's gonna be
It's
fantastic.
gonna be awful.
I'm so excited.
I'm excited for you drinking real milk.
Can I milk the almonds for you?
Yes.
Please do. Now, guys,
Absolutely.
I do have to say that was a 47% ABV. I'm feeling a bit
Loosened
up
Okay.
a bit, and I think this would be a good time to react to something. Tony, you've been looking forward to this for some time.
Okay, but if we're gonna,
I get a refill a drink.
if we're gonna do
a
that,
whole new segment here.
you got like I can't just be me. Like you guys have got to participate too.
Tony?
Yeah, what?
You know, the
I
best
will
part
test
about
it.
this,
I
it's
know.
pre-recorded. We could always just pause.
That's true.
What?
Pause.
Okay, I'm drunk.
Well, perfect. All right.
Are you?
All right, so
that gin's hitting the spot,
President
isn't it?
Obama, he did what now?
Oh no, we were talking about Big Mike earlier.
Oh, big
No.
dick.
We're not going to go on to that one. Anyway, yeah,
Are
we
we
definitely.
recording again?
Oh,
Yeah, we're recording.
Who needs?
All right,
I'm good. I got refilled.
Okay. All right.
I'm good for a minute.
Okay.
I'll clap us in.
So it's time for some dad jokes.
Once again, for everyone to come aboard the
So
train.
Tony wrote his own. I was the dipshit that challenged him,
Yeah, you said we have to write our own.
and I wrote two. I forgot one, and my other one sucks. So I'm gonna have to read off of a website which has a couple of okay ones.
I don't even know if I finished writing all of these.
So what are the rules?
So the rules are you have to take a drink if you laugh.
Deal?
Usually it's a shot, but
Yeah, at this point in the
I
night,
don't think we're gonna do that.
Phil wants more gin
if
shots.
you want me to beat, fuck you. Okay, I'm gonna
See, you say that, but you won't be.
like as stoic as a statue. I just fall asleep.
I'm gonna,
like,
I'll tickle his butthole. Don't worry, I'll
That's
make him
fair.
laugh.
oh god, why?
I can get the Southern Comfort Lime.
All right. So we're just gonna take turns.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
Tony's got way more than either of us. So
I probably do. I'm not gonna say they're good, and I'm not guaranteeing you're gonna laugh at all of them. Probably
Well,
any of them.
That's the point.
That's the point. You're not supposed to. So when they suck, it's not because they don't want to laugh. It's because they're not supposed to laugh. So,
What if you laugh at your own?
oh, that's probably gonna happen.
then you have to drink.
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
laugh, if you laugh, you laugh.
That's like
So whoever's editing this, good luck. Keep a tally.
that's like joke jacking off,
Yeah.
laughing at your own jokes.
I'll have to
That's-
edit in the tally. God damn it, who's gonna start? I'll start.
Yeah.
I like telling dad jokes. Sometimes he laughs.
Sometimes he does.
I recently came into a bunch of money, which is weird because normally it's in the shower.
Makes for easier cleanup. That's
Yep.
for sure.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
See?
You remember that red character from Domino's Pizza? Remember it?
Red character from
That little red
Oh,
guy.
pizza guy.
No, that was
Oh, those
Little
Little
Caesars.
Yeah.
The guy that was like
This is me fucking up his joke.
yeah, the guy I think he was called the Noid. Remember that? He got his EMT license. Now he's a paranoid. It's close. It was right there.
chicken.
No, I'm
You're
like
teetering.
I'm teetering.
You're teetering.
All right. I ate a kid's meal at McDonald's today. His mother seemed really angry.
Bitches.
So the other day, Dad was walking into Walmart to buy a Christmas tree and bought the fake one, had the lights and everything. And on the way out, believe it or not, the cashier is one of the few places where there was actually a cashier. And she asked, "So are you going to put this up yourself?" He goes, "Don't be fucking disgusting. I'm going to put this in my living room."
Feng shui and all. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I get
On
it.
UT.
What do a crocodile toothbrush and an elf on a shelf have in common?
I don't like where this is going.
After 6 tequilas, they both fit perfectly in my dick hole.
Fuck you.
That was close.
What do you call a midget prostitute? Little fucker.
All right, I think
6
that's
inches long and has 2 nuts.
I disavow chicken.
An almond joy.
Well, folks, we are back. And that was about to get a lot racier. If you want to see the rest of that, you got to head over to Big Buck and Empire on YouTube and check out episode 199 because that's a bit racy. So how we all doing, all you beautiful people? I'm glad to see there's some folks over at Hazard Analysis. God bless you. Everybody here at the KOE Nation on YouTube and where all great content can be found. I'm glad all of you beautiful people are here and we are together on this fine Christmas. And because we're together, I'm going to get into something. Folks, you have indeed arrived at the KOE Nation for this review of Japanese plum wine, Gikikon. Yes, folks, the world famous sake maker is also a maker of Japanese plum wine. Now, I've been quite curious as to why grape has been the predominant fruit and you don't see any other fruits taking hold in the market in the general worldwide wine market. And I've had over the holiday season a cherry wine, which was delicious, a blueberry wine, which was, and now we're going to get into plum wine from Japan. This is 13% alcohol by volume. So, yes, great cork pop there. Great cork pop. Interesting. I'm quite curious how this is going to go down. So the smell initially from the bottle was unlike anything I've ever smelled before. So interesting. So let's take, oh no. So let's take a nose of Japanese plum wine. Interesting. Slight pear and brown sugar and something, a bitter smell that's tying it all together. Yeah, it's really all I'm getting on the nose. So, Sanjiva, God bless. That is a unique sweet. Like your palate almost wants to go sour, but then it comes through to a very unique sweetness. Like if you were a sherry drinker, you'd probably enjoy this. The nose is not as enjoyable as a sherry, but the palate. Yeah, the palate is soft and subtly sweet with notes of obviously plum, bit of pear. Interesting stuff. So, folks, for those who don't know, we grade on a 5-star scale here at the KOE Nation. 5 meaning you have to have it before you shuffle off this mortal coil. 0 meaning pass it on by. The KOE Nation has advised you well. So we're going to grade this as a plum wine, as a fruit wine, as a Japanese product. You know, I'm talking like anything from plum wine to sake to what have you. Japanese whiskeys. To then, where would this sit in my wine collection? And then the secret 5th question. As a plum wine, this is spectacular. This is going to be my standard from now on. I'm going to put this at 4 stars. As a fruit wine, as a wine from some fruit other than grape, I'm going to give this 3.75 out of 5 stars. Like, it's good stuff. It's excellent. There's a couple other non-grapefruit wines that could do better than this, but it would take some effort. In terms of product of Japan, putting it up against all the Japanese whiskey, sake, anything I've had, you give this a solid 3 stars. I've had some amazing Japanese whiskey, so you got to remember that, but 3 stars. Now, where would this, like, this is a, I don't really know what I want to drink tonight. If you just don't really know, and I don't even know what I'm in the mood for, pour yourself a glass of this. So this would, got him. This would be, I would say, middle shelf, honestly, which is way above what you would think. Now, I think I paid less than $20 for this, I'm pretty sure. it was just kind of a lark, and I wanted to review it here with you, beautiful people. But yeah, the secret fifth question, will I replace this bottle when it runs empty? This might be one of the few fruit wines I keep on hand because it's that good. So folks, all that being said, thank you for joining me here at the K.O.E Nation on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, and Twitter for this review of Japanese plum wine. God bless. Travel well. There we have it, folks. By cracky, we got it. So, I hope all you beautiful people are having a wonderful, wonderful Christmas this evening. And there's so many different ways that we could go, but I thought let's have some more fun with me, Tony, and Chicken before we shift any gears, any other direction. And this was me facing my worst accusation yet. The most dire accusation that has ever been levied at me. And I meet these accusations head on as Tony G brings this slanderous lies my way. So let's see how this all goes, you beautiful people.
Welcome, one and all, to the K.O.E Nation. Today, I answer an accusation, a grave accusation, one of the most terrible accusations that has ever been levied against your King of Extreme. In the history of the K.O.E Nation on YouTube and Twitch, this is the most vile, reprehensible, unforgivable possible accusation. And your King of Extreme meets it head on. Without further ado, let's take a look at this despicable accusation and see what your thoughts are, folks.
Tony, you can turn off your phones. Let's be real.
I want to. It sounds really nice.
And it makes me feel cool.
Makes me feel so hollow. Okay.
Because you forgot to swallow?
Yeah.
Were you just singing Nickelback?
I was about to say, yeah.
I was waiting for somebody to catch that.
Shit off.
I was waiting for somebody to catch it.
No, that's bullshit right there.
All
Fuck you, that's a good song. I don't give a shit.
That makes Tony's blind like double.
That's a good. I don't get. Fuck you. That's a good song. Phil owned like the triple
Nickelback.
platinum goddamn album of Silver Side Up. Yes, you
No,
did.
I
you
not.
did. Yeah, you did.
Fuck you.
No, you no, don't no.
No, I had a soundtrack that had that song on it.
Oh no, motherfucker,
No, I
no.
did not. No, I've
You
never put
owned
Nickelback album ever.
Nickelback Silver
No.
Side Up. Yes, you
No.
did. Yes, you
You're thinking of
did.
somebody else.
No, I'm not.
Not me.
I did.
Phil, even Chicken can admit it.
I'd never
Phil,
owned that album.
no.
I owned a soundtrack with one Nickelback song on it.
No.
That was the one.
We doing Texas?
Yeah, we'll just stick with holding.
Phil, god damn it, don't
You'll have
even.
to cut.
Yes.
You owned Silver Side Up. I think that was her album. I think that was the name of it. Whatever it was. You owned it. Leader of Men. That's a good song. I don't give a
Leader
shit.
of Men was actually a good
Yeah,
song.
great song. Love that one. Stuff after
Like,
that. Yeah.
The first Nickelback album is really underappreciated.
Yeah.
I actually thought it was a good album.
That's why Phil loved it and owned it,
No, I didn't.
but won't admit to it now.
No, I'd never owned that album. You're just,
I'm
you're just
not.
wrong on this, man. I
No,
never
I'm
owned
not.
That one.
No, I'm not.
Let us know in the comments what soundtracks that song actually appeared on, folks.
Doesn't matter. You had the actual Nickelback.
No, I
album.
didn't.
Yes, you did.
Never bought it, man. Sorry.
You don't have to be sorry.
The first time I ever heard that song was actually on an advertisement for a fucking soundtrack. So I was like, oh, wow, that's a pretty cool soundtrack.
He gets more defensive about this than he does the football stuff.
All right.
Oh, well, 'cause this fucking matters, god damn it. The record must be set straight. Like, you're accusing me of Nickelback fannery, and you're not expecting any pushback.
Well, we all
This is the look of an innocent man pushing back against being wrongfully accused, folks.
expected more
Jack-
Leader of Men and less
he
other
raises-
stuff.
This far.
Turn him.
He got the
Oh,
Two of them.
Takes it.
damn. Go ahead.
Two of them. That sucked.
Pocket Rockets. That's
Yep.
a hell of a hand.
Yeah, it was. Would have been.
All right, you're fucking
I'll
shovel.
still take it.
You're fucking shovel.
So Phil owned Nickelback. Let's get back to that.
Just more lies.
Let's get off the Nickelback thing. Let's.
Oh,
No, no.
you owned the album too.
No. We need. So anyway, Phil had Nickelback.
Owned Nickelback on CD. Not just.
That's how you know you made it in life, when people make up wild conspiracy theories about
Okay,
you. That's
okay.
how you
Phil,
know
I
you
could
made it.
probably list multiple albums that you owned on CD.
Let's get some real.
Because
Yeah,
when you
no.
owned a CD, you fucking played that CD into the goddamn dirt.
Yep.
Most
I
of
did.
the Smashing Pumpkins albums.
Oh yes, I did own those.
A couple of the early Clutch
I was
albums.
about to say, is he gonna say it? Please don't. Like, there's one that's honest and true that I'm a little embarrassed, but he's gonna have to say I had a pretty complete collection.
Metallica S&M. Aerosmith. No.
3 or 4 of them.
Motley Crue, New Tattoo.
I fucking loved that album.
You
I don't know
loved
why.
that album.
Honey,
Yeah.
it's how you're making money.
Yes. 9 Inch Nails, Pretty Hate Machine. That was
Nice.
one of your
That's a good
favorite.
one.
That was a great album. Can't begrudge you for that at all. Obviously, the Black Album. You were obsessed with that. Jesus Christ, Melancholy, Infinite Sadness. That requires
One of the
another
best-
mention.
One of the best albums of all time.
Okay, sure.
I had to buy that album twice because the first one.
That's why I mentioned it twice. Jesus Christ. Oh, there were so many. You think about this. I could probably list more. God damn it. What was that fucking soundtrack? The Oh Brother, Where Art Thou soundtrack.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna have to think about this whole time because I could probably list more. Hang on, let me see what I got here.
What's okay? What's the most embarrassing album to
Oh,
you?
shit.
Not to everybody else. To you, like when you bought it, and then like years later, you were like, "Shit."
Ugh. Ooh.
Hmm.
Embarrassing after I bought.
We got a small and a big, by the way.
That's tough. My first ever CD that I ever owned was Weird Al, Running with Scissors.
I wouldn't be ashamed of that.
No, I'm not ashamed of that at all.
No. Embarrassing albums. That's not
Embarrassing album? Oh, Jesus. No, I take that back. In Excess Kick.
in
Okay.
excess.
Yep.
That's-
All right. That's
Didn't listen to it. Bought it specifically.
You fucking liar.
Nope.
You fucking liar.
Didn't listen to it. Bought it specifically for Monster Rancher on PlayStation.
oh my god. He would.
Yep.
He would do that.
Yep.
Yes.
That's even more embarrassing. Thank you.
If you know anything about Monster
Yep.
Rancher, yeah, it basically
And the
was
Spawn
reason-
movie
Oh,
soundtrack.
do you check too?
Yes, check.
Oh, good God. Yeah,
Yep.
that everything he just said.
I'll
there
just take that. Yep, thank you. Check.
is just
Super nerd. Thank you.
God's honest
Yep.
truth. My
Even
God.
nerdier than it sounds. Holy shit.
One that I'm kind
Wow.
of like, I don't know why it was such a guilty pleasure for me, but I really love U2, the Joshua Tree. And that's one that
Yeah.
Tony gave me a lot of shit for
Yeah,
liking,
you
but
did
I
love that
really
one.
liked that album. Now, what I actually kind of shot, like, it's so funny, like, oh God, but yeah,
I'll
I
check
had
again.
a bit too much of a complete collection of Insane Clown Posse.
Yeah, we both did.
I know, but like,
I'm
yeah,
not
in
gonna.
this year of our Lord 2021, you can go like, oh man,
I'm not gonna fucking hold that against
Oh,
Jesus.
Okay. Midwest Boys and ICP.
Yeah.
Kind of a
Oh,
thing.
shit.
yeah,
Yeah, that's forgivable.
Everybody.
That's
found out what a
forgivable.
Juggalo was.
I'm the thing that pisses me off is you won't admit the Nickelback
What?
because the only
It's a
reason
Juggalo.
the only reason I know
I honest
what
to God never fucking bought that
The-
album.
The only reason I know what the fucking album cover looked like was because it was sitting on top of your stereo for at least a month and a half straight. It was that goddamn brown piece of shit with that fucking eye in the center of it. Am I wrong? Look it up.
No, you're right about the album cover, but I never
No.
fucking
Then you
owned it.
borrowed it from him.
Oh, look at that. He's
Blame it on you.
Shit.
But no, he was
Chris,
a Nickelback freak. He will fucking back that up. So yeah, that's where you fucking
Maybe
saw
you
it.
borrowed it from him. I don't know.
We all checked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leader of Men, still a really good song.
Yeah,
And I mean, you can't hate.
it's a decent song and an album I never bought.
Right. That you just happen to.
No,
own.
you know what's gonna happen here, folks? Is like within 30 minutes, it's gonna be like I fucking hate Nickelback. Yeah, Nickelback sucks. Like,
But you can't hate animals.
not
That's right. Yeah, but you can't. I mean, Rockstar's not terrible.
yeah, I mean,
I fucking love Nickelback.
Oh my
I know, I love it too.
They're coming to the fucking Virgin.
We're going. We're fucking going.
Oh my god!
Look at this photograph. Every time I do it makes me laugh. He's drunk as shit, and he's just blathering on like a drunken asshole. And all of a sudden, Nickelback comes on the TV music station. He goes, "Yeah, that's Nickelback. That's my favorite band." And he takes a big old drink.
Oh my god.
And he goes, "Oh my god, I'm so embarrassed." And we all lost it. Like the day after, he's like, "You know what? No, I'm just gonna fucking own it. I'm just gonna own it. I'm gonna be that guy that just loves Nickelback. Because what else am I gonna do at this point? I can't come
What
back
else
from
are you
it."
gonna do with this life?
Yeah, it's like I can't come back. I just gotta own it now.
I like Nickelback. Like,
I'm that guy.
hello. So no.
I'm just glad. What made me happier than anything was I started spitting out lyrics, and you guys were immediately you got it.
Yeah.
Now,
That's the sad part is.
Exactly.
I'm curious, Chicken. What is your embarrassing guilty pleasure album?
I know.
I bought Savage Garden
Yes!
when I was a kid.
Yes. Love Savage Garden.
What's wrong with Savage Garden?
Nothing. Or 90s. I love 90s.
A preteen and early teen. I was pretty sensitive as a child.
Hey, preaching, baby. Get it.
And
Oh,
so, did you raise him?
no. Colin.
Hell, why do you think I thought the answer was in a Smashing Pumpkins album? So, yeah, I can definitely,
Emptiness is loneliness.
and
Loneliness is cleanliness, and cleanliness is godliness.
and God is empty,
Just
like
me.
Intoxicated.
Okay, no, that's
with
enough.
the badness.
No, that's enough.
I'm in love with
No,
my
stop. That's enough. That's
sadness.
enough. Got it. Savage,
Bullshit fakers, Enchanted Kingdom. Okay.
Savage Garden.
There you have it. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Being accused
No, I
of
can't.
being a fan of Nickelback. Like, Tony, you and I go back a long ways. You and I you've been there for me through thick, thin, thinner, and thinnest.
This is true.
And that's why this hurts, man. This is low. You're
This is true.
accusing me of Nickelback fanery. Folks, I don't know how anybody could move forward faced with these kind of accusations without meeting them head on. And as you can see, folks, it is impossible for me to have owned Silver Side Up because it did not feature the track Leader of Men. So, folks, as I'm known to say around here, all that being said, you now know the truth of this vicious, vile accusation. God bless all you beautiful people. Like, share, subscribe. I don't even know what to do. I don't even know what to say. Tony, you know what you did. You know what you did. It's all you folks.
To here and see if it just smooths itself out.
Truly vile, but I faced those accusations head on, folks, and that I did. Now, because this is the Christmas season, we're going to get into something that's not exactly Christmas related, but it is very much related to what I am thankful for this Christmas season. And it was my appearance on Dad's Worldwide. I believe it was either early last year or late the year before. But it was still, let's see, I thought I just switched. Now you're reviewing, this is 3 levels of Inception. Yes. But this is a Christmas fun time. We're going over different Christmas stuff and things that we're just having fun with. But this is my appearance on Dad's Worldwide, where I talk about what I am truly thankful for. So this is really, really something, folks. So without further ado, we're going to get right into my appearance on the Dad's International, Domestic, and Foreign,
politicians,
and little here, little there, a little bit everywhere.
So I hope you enjoy. It was a lot of fun, and Phil answered the dad questions, and that alone is worth the price of admission. All right, folks. Don't forget to hit me up, Brendan at dadsww.com. Thanks for listening.
Dads Worldwide. The first word in family management, family budgeting, insurance, bills, food, vacations, research and development, homework, emails, phone calls. Last week we tried to do an oil change and ended up with a new car. Security. Doors are locked, windows shut, house alarm is set. Fingerless gloves. Dads Worldwide. Loyal listeners, possibly you.
Crack every knuckle before you get into the fight.
No fight here, Phil. All friends. Welcome to another episode of Dad's Worldwide. And tonight, you may recognize him from, what was it, 2 years ago? Yeah, it had to be 2 years ago from the election night. Battle Royale that we had. Phil K.O.E., welcome back to the show.
Thanks for having me here, Brendan. Right here at Dad's Worldwide, Dad's Intercontinental, Dad's a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit everywhere. An amazing podcast, but it is I, the man of the hour, the man with the power, the man that makes the other podcast cower, the prince and potentate of the political parlance, the lord of the Scottish Highlands, and one damn handsome man, if I do say so myself, your king of extreme, Phil K.O.E. You can find me, of course, at K.O.E. Nation on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. That is K as in King, O as in, oh my God, you can find K.O.E. Nation on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. E is in, I'm extremely happy to know I can find K.O.E. Nation on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. So, yes, folks, all very on brand. And I have returned here this evening to Dad's interballistic, intercontinental, international, foreign and domestic. Folks, it is a pleasure to be here. Thank you. God bless every last one of you. God bless America. And I'm looking forward to this amazing evening.
Thank you, sir. And last time we had you on, because we were doing this debate, I thought it was going to be more of a discussion, ended up being a debate. I didn't get to ask you the dad question, so I'm going to start off. You have one, correct?
Yes, one.
One daughter. All right.
Yep.
Well,
God help me.
Dad, yeah, I know. I have a 3-year-old and I'm like, oh my God.
Oh,
and
boy.
How old's your daughter?
13. Yep.
I don't look forward to that. I know.
Yes.
I would never make fun of you. I would never laugh at you. I would only look at my future.
Look into your future. Like, yeah, it's coming. Yeah, these kids, they grow like corn stalks. You like blink a few times, and what happened? Like,
I have a 10-year-old. I'm like I'm blown away every time I see him. He's going to be taller than I am. So
it's one of the things like why I try to be kind of chill as a parent, because like they're not going to be this little for all that long anyways.
That's why I'm trying to spend as much time as possible with them. So I joke, but I say that I hang out with them now because they like me right now. So, and so,
yeah.
And I hope that's not far from the truth when they get older, but
yeah. Because like, even at this age, I'm still hero dad, she doesn't hate me. So it's like, I've done something right. All right. Because it's usually around the age where teenagers start to hate at least one of their parents.
Yep.
So we'll see what happens. Hopefully I can get through this, but let me knock on wood now, and I'll report back to y'all in a few years, see how that's going.
All All right. Well,
So,
I'm rooting for you here.
Question one, sir.
Question
I'm
one.
quite curious.
What has been your proudest dad moment? I know there's a lot.
Okay. I know this is cheating. But I have to do this. It's a tie. It is a tie.
All right.
One was when she was 7, and she had never seen Star Wars. Had no idea what Star Wars even was.
Yep.
And we watched the first movie on like a Tuesday. And then Wednesday, we watched the second movie. And I think she had like kindergarten, maybe first or second grade. I forget which one. But really, really young kiddo. And we watched the second movie, and there's a scene where Obi-Wan never told you. He told me enough. He told me you killed him. And he goes, no, I am your father. My daughter goes, turns to me, is that true? And then when Luke spells it, no, she knows it's true. And it's just like, oh my goodness. I'm like, yes, look at that shit. I just made your childhood magical, motherfucker. I didn't say it exactly like that, sprinkle more, tact on it than that.
Yeah.
And then the other one came much more recently. Was and by the way, with that one, she then looked at me. It was like 11 o'clock at night. She's like, Dad, can we watch the third movie? I'm like, fuck yes, we're watching the third movie right now. Popped it in. She fell asleep like 30 seconds after the credits hit on the third movie, and I'm like, yes, look at that shit.
So, I mean, to be fair, the credits are quite long on those movies. So.
Yes, but the minute she's out.
Oh.
So she stayed awake to the very last scene, and then out 30 seconds later. I'm like, nice, well done.
Yeah.
And then so that one from when she was very young, as she's gotten older, my daughter and I, we have differences in philosophy, in politics, in political philosophy, in just general, like everything. From theology, there's differences that we have. And she was kind of nervous about expressing them because from a lot of other members of her family, differences like that are just not tolerated. And so she thought she was going to get the same from me. And I was like, no, I'm your father. It is my responsibility to deliver you to a healthy adulthood. It's not my job to police what it is you think. I care about the epistemology and how you are able to properly form a good rational thought. It's not my job to police what the contents of your mind are. And after that, we had a really good catharsis. And after that, like, we talk about everything, it's great having this kind of like ability to, like, she trusts me with pieces of her life that normally, like, a lot of fathers don't get to hear because they're like, no, I'm not going to judge you because you think X, Y, or Z. Okay. And so that, when we reached that catharsis, when she knew she could trust me with even thoughts that, like, she's not allowed to entertain in other areas, that was one of my proudest moments as a father.
That's awesome, man. That's a way to teach your kid how to critically think about things, allowing them to free express, maybe correct them here and there, but allowing them to talk or letting, and then them willing to share that's phenomenal, man. That's awesome.
Yep. Like, don't get me wrong, there are times I'm like,
that's not going to work.
I don't know about that. Like, it's like, why? But like, what I do a lot is a question that I use is, what do you mean by that? And I don't just do that like with her, but I do that like in the wider area of, like, in all the places that I go on these different varying panels, when I have guests on K.O.E Nation on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. Come on, I'm never above shameless self-promotion. But rather than like, how do you define that? Which is kind of the standard question of the day. People ask you, how do you define that? Which sounds so confrontational and almost like kind of courtroomy. Like, when you ask, what do you mean by that? Like, you actually kind of drill down to what's actually trying to be discussed here. And that's when you can get some
of course,
answers.
You're forcing them to justify their reason. you're forcing them to really think about why they came to that conclusion and try to have them drill it down to a logical conclusion. So yeah, I think that's great. That's a great question to ask.
Yeah, but like I said, like how do you define that versus what do you mean by that? It's almost the same question, but one is way less confrontational.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's a good way, like especially when like a kid, you're trying to help her like, get to a certain point. And like, I'm not trying to guide you there, but I'm trying to like, okay, so what do you mean by that? So why is that? Like, and so I would say we probably both moderate our views a little bit when we're around each other, but at the same time, we're both trying to understand the other.
Absolutely. Awesome. That is great. All right. Second question here. Let's go with
Bring it on.
What is one skill that you'd like to master?
One skill that I would like to master that I currently don't. My God, I don't know. I mean, being a jack of all trades is every
I knew you were going to say
thing that I apply myself at. Gosh, I guess I'd like to bone up a little bit more on the piano. Okay, I used to play guitar a lot back in the day, and bass guitar and such. Piano, and like this is gonna sound like so weird, but like I've always really loved a harpsichord. Like I know it's not a very popular instrument these days, but like a piano. Like my grandma had a great piano, but it also had a pedal where it could become like a harpsichord.
Yeah.
And so without that pedal, it would have these long, haunting notes. But with the harpsichord, it was just immediate, and you got the complete fullness of the note up front. And so to me, I never got as deep into piano as I could have because life. So that's one thing. If I were to advance one skill greater in life, it'd probably be something along the lines of piano, or like my old man, he's an electrician, carpenter, welder. I probably need to ask him a few more electrician questions.
Yeah. I mean, when you're a farmer, man, you have to be all those things. Yeah.
Like he's taught me his secret sauce to welding. So like that's invaluable because he kind of combines carpentry and welding, which is kind of the way he builds things. Like, like Kingdom Come will be the only thing that breaks these welds apart. So,
did you just dovetail join that? What is going on?
Yeah, and he'll make sure it's all measured properly, and like taught me all this while we were building a chicken tractor.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So those are the kind of skills, because to me, I was even just telling this to my daughter the other day that you can strive if you want to be like, say, the best welder in the world, or if you want to be the best like baton twirler in the world, or whatever the thing is, you can strive to be that. But there's only one person that can be the best welder in the world. There's only one person that can be the best swimmer in the world. There's only one person that can be the best X, Y, or Z in the world. But if you work on a talent stack, if you have a unique stack of talents, that makes you invaluable to almost any organization. Because guess what? The world's greatest welder, like the New York Stock Exchange don't give a fuck about the world's greatest welder. They just don't care. So that's, in terms of skills, that's something I always kind of emphasize, is make sure you've got an excellent talent stack.
Yep.
And then, world beating the path to your door and such.
There you go. Well, that leads me to my next question, actually, which was, what was the most important thing your dad has passed on to you?
Boy, howdy. Gosh, that's a tough one. Like, other than work ethic, your hand is never too big for a broom or a hammer.
I like it.
Honesty. You need to actually have integrity, or people aren't going to give a damn about you. It took me a second to remember this, because I wanted to get the quote exactly right. This is a lesson that my grandfather taught my father, who taught this to me, and he learned it from his father. Okay, so this is family wisdom that's gotten us through 4 generations, and it's rang true as from the moment I heard it to this very moment that you hear it from me now. It can take a lifetime to build a good reputation, and you can blow it all in a minute.
Yep.
Okay, and so like that's your integrity and your reputation is an actual possession. And so that's like it can be taken from you, it can be destroyed by yourself, and yes, it can even be bought and sold. And so that's it's like it or not, like yeah, we know we can all think off the top of our heads at least 3 people that they sold that integrity down the river because the paycheck was big enough. Okay, like but yeah, so it can take you a lifetime to build that good reputation, but it can all be gone in a moment. And then also, I mean, just like basic stuff, like a killing frost is at least 5 hours at 28 degrees. And then the live embryos of the seeds that you're trying to grow for seed crop for next year aren't going to make it if they've been exposed to 5 hours of 20. Like I could keep going. Like my father taught me so much that I know in this life. I mean, how to read a balance sheet, the fact that a lot of idiots think that profit and loss is the most important 2 numbers to look at in a company. No. Even a good company can come back from a bad year. It's assets and liabilities. Those are the 2 big numbers.
Yeah.
So how to deal with bankers, how to and like the list goes really fucking long. How to, kernel of corn should probably be planted about 2 knuckles deep. I know, super scientific, but that's actually how we measure. Like, okay, it's 2 knuckles deep. That's good enough. So that's like most important thing.
Well, you guys don't hand plant. You guys have like.
No, we've got like actual planters, but when we get out and dig behind them to see how they're planting, we make sure they're 2 knuckles deep. Otherwise, they're not planting properly.
Yeah.
So yeah, like even like just your finger, our finger is still the measurement.
That's awesome.
Like I could go on and on. Like but like I said, the most.
No, we got more questions. We got more questions.
I was about to say I can filibuster you. I mean, I'm the filibuster Phil. But yes, I think. The reputation thing, that's probably the most important thing.
Yeah, that's huge. It took me a while to learn that. All right. Not that I was that bad. I just 1 or 2 incidents I wish I could change, All right.
If you don't make it to the end of this life with no regrets, you did not really live.
Yeah, seriously, right? That's when people say that to me, like I don't regret anything I've done. I'm like, really? Like not like one thing
you've had on this earth. Like, Jesus, like no, you should have a handful of regrets.
I was gonna say I could think of quite a few I could take if I would take back if I could.
I mean, you took some risks in this life.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
What's one childish thing that you still enjoy to do?
Okay. Full disclosure, it's something that me and the kiddo still do is and she's got this big old Lego tower that she's building on.
Yeah.
And she keeps building up and up and up on it. And actually, hang on just 1 second. I'm going to grab it real quick. It's right there. Hang on.
All right. For those of you only listening to the podcast, Phil is out of camera getting a tower. Oh, geez. There we go. Yeah.
So yeah, she will just keep building on this thing and building up and up and up on it. And it's a big son of a bitch. And while she's doing this, I'll be clicking on my computer, talking with her, sometimes even throw a piece or 2 on here with her, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
And we will talk life and truth and just all kinds of just craziness. And it's like, this isn't what we do all the time, but this has been 3 months of just putting a few pieces on, and we're just talking about God, religion. We're talking about human courtship. We're talking about any kinds of crazy shit. It's so, and I don't know if it's childish or just me letting her And what's funny is like I took a bucket of some of them for my dad's house, which my grandma bought for him back in the 50s and 60s.
Oh,
so there's
wow.
some pieces in here that are from the 1950s and 1960s, and some that I bought for her like in 2012.
Yeah.
So it's kind of funny that's all together right there.
Oh, that's awesome. That's it's
such
great that it's
love.
something you guys are doing together.
So yeah, that's that if you want like one childish thing that I still participate in, it would probably that would be the number one thing.
Nice. All right. What's the one thing you hope your child learns from you?
Very much the same lesson about your reputation.
Yep.
And also the art of persuasion, if wielded properly, is more powerful than gravity. Gravity is thought to be the most powerful force in this universe. But if you're good enough at persuading enough smart people, they will build you a rocket that can break a gravity well of a planet. And eventually, if you're good enough, you're going to persuade enough people to break the gravity well of a goddamn black hole of Jupiter, fucking anything. The sun, if we want to, enough. Like, that's what I mean when persuasion is more powerful than gravity. If you ever heard there's a thing called a fusion candle, where theoretically it's a device that could literally move Jupiter or a star. And it's something that it's a two-sided, basically torch, think of like a cutting torch, and you have it fall into the planet. The cutting torch starts blowing in one side to counteract gravity, and then it blows on the other side to start actually moving the mass of the planet. So if we wanted to, with enough persuasion power, move the very stars in our galaxy. So yes, persuasion, if wielded properly, is more powerful than gravity itself. And so that would be the most important lesson if I could impart to her, would be that.
What could go wrong with that torch? I mean, really, moving the planet. I mean, nothing.
Hey, you know, science, it's kind of the joke of science is all about coulda, not shoulda.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. I think 3 more questions here. Toilet paper, over or under? And there is a right answer.
Over, and anyone else that does it under is a suspect communist.
There you go.
I'm sorry.
Possibly even
maybe Al Qaeda.
Yeah.
I think that's reasonable.
I was going to say definitely a triple commie for sure.
Oh, definitely a triple commie, a quadruple Marxist, an octuple Leninist. I don't even know what that means, but it's got to be bad.
What is one piece of advice you would give to new fathers?
Oh, God. I only have one valuable piece of advice to new fathers, mothers, parents of any kind. The things that annoy you now, the things that annoy the shit out of you, screaming, crying, whining, drooling little baby that keeps you up all night, kicking its legs at you, having to change diaper, those things that annoy you now will be the things you miss more than anything down the road. Like, I cannot tell you what I would not give to have that again. And so that is my advice to new parents, is truly enjoy that.
Yes. Enjoy the moment.
It does not last long.
I think that's great advice. All right. Last question. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Ooh. Technically, isn't it sort of a bread taco?
I'll go with that. So no. Perfect. I love it.
No, I don't know if I mean, also, like, if you take a pizza and fold it in half, is it a taco?
No. I mean, because you have corn tortillas and not flour tortilla.
But you can have flour tortilla. To me, any pizza can potentially become a taco if you believe in yourself.
You're persuaded?
Yeah, like, I think, like, no, I believe in myself. This is taco. I can eat this fucker. I don't get like, no, I can do it. I'm not scared.
What are you doing with that guacamole? Nothing.
Guacamole. So, the final question was hot dog, sandwich, or no?
Yep.
Okay, that's fair. And then I guess the next question is cereal soup.
Whoa. Mind blowing here.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like soup always has vegetables and some type of protein.
I mean, cereal's got whole grains.
Yeah, yeah, I guess. That's funny.
Now, there's people that it's called secondhand smoking, but like to me, I like to think of I'm like a secondhand vegetarian because like on occasion I eat grass-fed beef.
Yeah.
So that's secondhand veg because like the shit I ate just this one thing. So that sort of counts.
That's like having salad and steak all at the same time.
That's not a problem.
Not at all. Not at all.
Like to me though, like I've said this many times, I'm offered a salad, I'll just like, I'm sorry, sir, ma'am. Salad is what food eats.
Yeah. It's true.
Now bring me my very large cut of red meat.
All right, Phil. That's the end of the dad questions. Thank you, sir. I know that some of them are a little tougher than others, but now.
Yes, folks, and we get into other stuff, but that was the dad question portion that I wanted to get into you with this beautiful evening. But folks, I'm going to spend some time with the kiddo. So, all that being said, thank you. God bless you, every last one of you. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. May Jesus' glory shine upon you. Upon this day, the Savior is born. God bless you. Travel well.